What's up? What's up with it? Oh yeah, we back. And we got a hell of a show today. What's happening with y'all? Y'all already know what to do. When you come in the building, smash on that like button and then jump in the comment section. Let me know you in the building. What it do? Harry Jones Jr. already in the building. What's happening with it? Yeah, we gonna cook. Oh yeah, we gonna cook today. We sure gonna cook today. And like I said, when you come in the building, smash on that like button and let me know that you in the building. What's happening with it? Chris Mitchell, fam, what's happening with it off in the building? Yes, sir. It's only 2 more weeks, folks. We got 2 more weeks, less than 2 weeks into the big fight. We got less than 2 weeks. Let's get it. What you say? I silenced you, man. I don't even know who you talking about. What you talking about, bruh? I don't. When I'm doing these shows, I don't silence nobody because I don't even have the tools to do that shit. So while I'm doing my show, so I don't even know what you're talking about. But yeah, like I said, when y'all come in the building, smash on that like button. And we got a lot to cook about today. It's a lot of shit that's going on in boxing that we need to cook about, and we need to get into this shit. You know what I'm saying? We need to get down to the nitty gritty. So as y'all come in, smash that like button. Dominique Horton, what's happening with it? Macados, Mac of the South, Macados, Mac of the South, what's happening with it? What's good with it? Y'all see that bullshit that went down this weekend? I mean, everybody tripping on it, but I mean, shit, it ain't nothing. We see this shit all the time in boxing. We see this shit all the time in boxing. And Wilder tried to tell y'all that they all colluded against him. Y'all don't think the WBC was involved with that shit with Wilder? Come on now. They all dirty. The sanctioning bodies, all of them are dirty. When they want something to happen, they all be in on it. The sanctioning bodies, the judges, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes the refs, all of them dirty. The promoters, all of that shit. You dig what I'm saying? So it ain't nothing like now everybody want to, wow, oh my God, did you shit. Wilder was trying to, motherfuckers been trying to tell y'all, right? They been trying to tell y'all boxing been dirty. But when Wilder come out and said, oh, he's delusional, he just can't take a loss, he's this, and that. Now everybody want to talk about it? Come on now. Miss me with that shit. It's been going on. This ain't nothing new. It ain't nothing new. It's nothing new. It's been going on in boxing. I mean, come on. Look at go back and watch Pernell Whitaker versus Julio Cesar Chavez. Go back and watch that fight. How they scored that fight a draw. You know what I mean? Come on. We've been seeing this shit in boxing. This ain't nothing new. It's the same shit, different day. It was just the same shit in a different night. We see it all the time. In all of the, you know, how they were all colluding together. It ain't nothing different than what really went down with the Wilder situation. how Mauricio Suleiman, remember, see, y'all forgetting when Mauricio Suleiman, right, was like, oh, you know, I was in the locker room the whole time. And then the footage came out when Mauricio Suleiman wasn't in the locker room at all. All he did was peek his head in the locker room, but he tried to lie and come out and cover up for Fury and say he was in the locker room the whole time. So you don't think that whatever was going on, that he was a part of it? Come on, they all band together when they want some shit done. Boxing is dirty. It's a dirty game. You know, boxing ran like the mob. Shit, boxing was ran by the mob. Boxing was ran by the mob. Listen to what I'm saying. So y'all think the tactics has changed that much? Nah. When they want to get some shit done, they gonna get it done. Boxing has always been a dirty game. What's good with it? Juan Ramos, what's happening with it? Macadocious Mac of the South say WBA equals we became assholes. WBC said we became cornballs. They, you know what I'm saying? They always been like that. But y'all hit my like button. Everybody in the building, do me a favor and just smash the like button. But you know, ain't nothing gonna change. Nothing gonna change. They could do whatever they want. It's still a dirty game. You know what I'm saying? And everybody is making a big deal like, oh my God, the judge was racist. A lot of them motherfuckers is racist. That ain't the first time, and that ain't gonna be the last time. Straight up. That's not the first time, and that's not gonna be the last time. That's just what it is. So you know, boxing is just something that we're gonna have to deal with. If you watching boxing, if you love boxing, it's something that we're gonna have to deal with. You know, to tell you the truth, I've seen worse robberies than that. I have. I've seen worse robberies than that. Go back to Andre Dirrell versus Carl Froch. Andre Dirrell versus Carl Froch. Let's talk about that. Andre Dirrell won 10 rounds in that fight easily. Carl Froch only won maybe 2 rounds of that whole fight. And I'm talking about Andre Dirrell won the fight 10 rounds to 2 clearly, easily. And they gave the fight to Carl Froch. They gave the fight to Carl Froch. So, like I said, I've seen bigger robberies than that. Now, how they're doing the research and find out the judge was, you know, colluding with the rest of the officials, and it was, you know, dirty. You don't think it was no dirty shit going on with a fight like Andre Dirrell against Carl Froch? Come on. This shit been going on. So I ain't really, you know, that's why I ain't really putting no video out talking about the shit, because it ain't nothing that we ain't seen before. It ain't nothing that we not gonna see again. It is what it is. It's fucked up, but you know, until boxing gets some real people looking over boxing, and these people start getting real consequences behind it, all the collusion in boxing is not going to ever change. Joe Jack says last night fight, the fight was 10-2 without the knockdown to me. Yeah, I mean, but like I said, we've seen it before, dog. We didn't seen it before. Yep, Macados, he said, what's done in the dark will come to light. But boxing, like I said, it's a mob. It's a mob. Boxing is a mob sport. That shit is shit. It was ran by the mob from the beginning, and that's just what it is. You know, it's just what it is. So this basically, the whole situation is like, I hope people open up their eyes when Wilder say the shit that he's saying, and they quit acting like that it's impossible. Right? It's not impossible for Mauricio Suleiman and everybody to be behind the shit that happened to Wilder. It's obvious they didn't want him with that WBC title. So come on now. But hopefully, they fix this shit in the sport of boxing. Hopefully they fix it, but I doubt it. It's been going on for hundreds of years. But anyway, in other news, shit, we got Virgil Ortiz coming up, and he gonna be fighting Igis Kavalauskas. He gonna be fighting the Green Machine. That's a hell of a fight. I think Virgil Ortiz gonna run through this dude. I didn't know Virgil Ortiz. He recently did an interview, and he said that he was only 70% in the Maurice Hooker fight. He said actually in the Maurice Hooker fight, he said he wasn't even confident that he was going to beat Maurice Hooker until he got in the ring. He said throughout the whole camp, before the night of the fight, all of that, he wasn't confident that he was going to beat Maurice Hooker. He said because he had got very sick in camp with COVID, right? Said he had caught COVID in the middle of his camp. And he said, after a few weeks, he was cleared. He wasn't testing positive for COVID anymore. So he was able to continue training, but he said he was fucked up. He said he could barely hit the heavy bag. He said he had to train by himself. Couldn't nobody come in the gym. And he said he was fucked up. He said he actually didn't even fully recover until a few months ago, until months and months after his Maurice Hooker fight. So he said, he had to pull himself through just to make it to the Maurice Hooker fight. So with that being said, knowing that and knowing how he beat Maurice Hooker and he was fucked up like he was, because, Virgil Ortiz, he a solid kid. He not going to lie about no shit like that. And he never said anything. He just sucked it up. He went into the Maurice Hooker fight and he did what he did. He stopped Maurice Hooker. And he never said anything about none of this shit until recently. So with me knowing that information, I think that he is going to stop Igis Kavalauskas in better fashion than Terence Bud Crawford did. Different styles make different fights. And I think that Virgil Ortiz, he got something, he has something to prove to himself. He wants to show everybody, look, I'm going to dominate Mean Machine on a different level, on a whole different level than Crawford did. And I think he just might do that. What y'all think about that fight, that Igis Kavalauskas versus Green Machine? What's good with it, Batman? Batman in the building. Batman said that fight wasn't supposed to happen when they caught the gloves. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that, Batman. He talking about the fight from Saturday night. Yeah, they even caught dude's gloves. They caught dude trying to cheat, right? But when Wilder said it's not even fathomable that it's possible, right? It's not even possible for somebody to cheat Wilder when Wilder say that Fury, you know what I'm saying? When Wilder saying that Fury ain't had no motherfucking padding in his gloves, but they just caught another guy. It's been how many people they didn't caught? I think this is the third fighter that they didn't caught since Wilder and Fury fought, right? The third fighter that they've caught with glove issues that I know of. It's probably been more than that, but that I know of right offhand, right? This fighter on Saturday night, whatever the fuck his name is, it ain't even important to me no more, right? He was trying to cheat with his gloves before the fight even started, and they let the shit go on, right? They made him change his gloves, caught him cheating, made him change his gloves, and let him go on the fight. That shit, just like Batman said, that shit should have been canceled right then and there. They should have took his purse. They should have gave it to Fox and told dude you suspended for the next year. But hey, they ain't gonna do that because the officials, the judges, the refs, the sanctioning bodies, they all know cheating goes on in boxing on a normal basis. It happens all the time. So when they catch some shit like that, when something like that is brought to their attention, oh, it's no big deal. We'll just change him out. He can go out there and box. Yeah. See, it's sad, but it's gonna take somebody actually dying in the ring, and then the person that actually committed the murder gets found out that they didn't have no padding in the gloves, or they was cheating some type of way. That's what it's gonna take. Because until then, they're gonna keep just overlooking it like it's nothing. When these men are putting their lives on the line in the ring, yeah, they cheated Fox all the way around, from the start to the finish. They cheated that man. But hey, like I said, it goes on in boxing all the time. It's gonna continue going on. One say, yeah, man, Virgil Monster. I think a lot of people overlooking Virgil Ortiz, and they not giving him the credit that he deserved for being the monster that he really is. I like Virgil Ortiz a lot. He gonna be a fucking problem, and I would love to see him and Jaron in his fight. Like everybody talking about Jaron Ennis is just so much better than Virgil Ortiz, and he'll run through Virgil Ortiz. We don't really know that. Virgil Ortiz has been fighting the much better level competition. Virgil Ortiz has been fighting the much higher level competition than Boots. So we got to see how Boots perform against some of these fighters that Virgil Ortiz been in the ring with, like Maurice Hooker. And don't get me wrong, I think Boots is a motherfucker. I think Boots is bad as hell. But we still got to see him in the ring with the same level of competition that Virgil Ortiz is in the ring with before we could just continue to say that, oh, he's so much better than Virgil Ortiz and he'll fuck up Virgil Ortiz. We don't know that. Because when we see Virgil Ortiz in the level, in the ring with the level of competition that Boots has been in with, Virgil Ortiz is destroying them dudes. Now, if Virgil Ortiz come out and he destroys Green Machine on Saturday night, we got a problem. We have a problem. Because now it's going to be up to Boots to get that level of opponent like that, and he going to have to destroy him. He going to have to show what he could do. Texas the realest, salute. He said Mean Machine versus Virgil is a good matchup and definitely Ortiz's biggest test. I got Ortiz by TKO in the ninth. What if he gets him out of what if Virgil Ortiz looks better against Mean Machine than Crawford did, and he gets him out of there faster than what Crawford did? What if that happens? What would y'all say if that happens this Saturday night? Juan Ramos says Boots is a generational talent, but Ortiz the beast too. He said a beast too. He said I gotta see. He said I gotta see it before I say Boots run through him. Yeah, a lot of people saying that shit though. A lot of people saying that Boots is gonna run through Virgil Ortiz if they fight. A lot of people saying that shit. Joe Jack says you gotta make Ortiz opponents fight Boots in his cause they wouldn't fight. Yeah, you right. Yeah, a lot of these guys, and like Joe Jack is saying, that's a fact. A lot of these fighters, they ducking Boots. They don't want to get in the ring with Boots. From what I hear, it's just like my man Money Brown always say. Boots is going like Boots is at what Errol Spence was when Errol Spence was coming up in the game. How a lot of the fighters, they refused to fight Errol Spence. They was having to go through list of opponents, and all of them was turning Errol Spence down. Now they doing the same thing to Boots. They doing the same thing to Boots. I don't know why, man. I don't know why, but do y'all think Boots could have got a fighter like Aegis? I think Aegis might have would have fought Boots. And we got to look at his management team. Is some of it his management team? What are they offering some of these fighters? Because you got to offer um, a lot of these fighters a lot more than what they made if you want to give them the ring, if you want them to get in the ring with boots. Because he's young and dangerous. Um, so yeah, so I mean it's kind of the same situation as Errol Spence when he was coming up in the game. None of them dudes want to fight him. Even opponents that was his mandatory. Even Errol Spence's mandatories was turning down the fight with Errol Spence when he got the IBF title. They was turning it down. You dig? So it is what it is. You know, Boots is he gonna continue to have a hard time catching a lot of these big fights until he forced one of these, you know, fighters with the belt, whoever had a belt at the time, to fight him. And he got to do what Errol Spence did. He got to show out and then, you know, continue to show out. And it's going to get, they ain't going to be able to duck him forever. You dig? Knockout Boxing 86 TV, what's happening with it? Y'all make sure that y'all go sub to my man D-Lo 404 Boxing. Go show him some love on his channel and sub to D-Lo 404 Boxing. And then go sub to Knockout Boxing 86 TV off in the building. Knockout say, yeah, hell yeah. He said, boxing is so damn lit this weekend. We got 4 cards with 5 title fights. Yeah, we do, man. We got a lot of fights coming on this weekend. Let me see. Let me try to pull it up. I'm gonna pull up the schedule because it's a lot of things going on this weekend. I know we got Rigondeaux versus John Casamiro. We got Rigondeaux versus John hold on, let me see. I'm gonna pull it up for y'all. So we got Rigondeaux versus John Casamiro. Uh Casamiro, I think that's how you say his name. But yeah, dude can fight. That Asian dude can fight. You know what I'm saying? Him and Rigondeaux, they going to war. They going to war. I can't wait to see that. That's on Showtime this weekend. We also got who else we got? We got Joshua Franco versus Andrew Maloney, the rematch. That's gonna be a hell of a fight. That is gonna be a hell of a fight. I've been waiting for that fight since they last fought on the Terence Crawford and Kell Brook undercard. You know, it ended crazy, but we're gonna get that rematch. I can't wait to see that. And then we got Virgil Ortiz versus Igis Kavalauskas. That's on the zone. What else we got? We got a lot of fights going down. We got a lot of fights going down this weekend, and I can't wait. I can't wait. Hell of a weekend of fights. Hell of a weekend. Xavier Moses, what's happening with it? Yeah, Knockout Boxing 86 TV. He say Maloney versus Franco, they gonna throw at least 1,000 punches in that fight. Man, I can't wait to see him. I can't wait to see that fight, dog. It's gonna go down. Uppercut Boxing Nation says, I'll be ringside for Ortiz Mean Machine. I know you're going to bring us that live footage. I know you're going to bring the live footage. And y'all make sure that y'all go show some support on Facebook. Go to Uppercuts Boxing Nation. He giving you all the info that you need. A great group. Go make sure that you go support his group. So hopefully, knock on wood, hopefully we don't get no COVID situations coming up and we don't get none of these dudes pulling out of the fight because of COVID. You know, because we've been shit and COVID, that shit, man, COVID the devil. That shit has been depriving us from a lot of fights that we were supposed to get. And I'm not talking about Fury because his big ass didn't have no COVID. Um, Yes, sir. And y'all hit smash on that like button. Y'all smash on the like button as you come in the building. If you in the building and you haven't hit the like button yet, make sure that you smash the like button. So let me get y'all picks for the fight. Who y'all got in the Rigondeaux versus Casemiro fight? Who y'all got? Rigondeaux versus Casemiro. Who y'all got in that fight this weekend? Hey, man, I'm telling you, knockout, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. J.A. Dixon, salute. Leon Robinson, Bumpy Thompson, salute to y'all. What's happening with it? Yeah, who y'all got this weekend in the Rigo fight versus John Casemiro? Leon Robinson said he got Rigo. Crush the Legend said he got Rigo. Man, that's a hard one, bruh. That's a hard one because Rigo don't fight like he used to. Xavier Moses said he got Rigo. Texas Made to really say he got Casemiro. Casemiro. I think that's how you say it. Casemiro. John Casemiro. Macados, Mac of the South say he got Rigo. Bumpy Thompson say he got Rigo. Juan say he got Casemiro. J.A. Dixon said he got Rigo. I know Knockout ain't going to put his prediction in. He going to save it for his prediction video, and I can respect that. So most of y'all got Rigo. But see, this is the thing with me. Rigo, he don't fight like he used to. Rigo going to stand and bang now, and it's hard for me to pick Rigo in this fight. It's real hard for me to pick Rigo because he going to stand in front of you and bang. You know what I'm saying? He don't do that slick shit he used to. So, and he can bang, but his jaw ain't all that. Rigo ain't got the strongest jaw. I don't know. That's a tough fight right there. I want to see what the betting odds look like for that fight. That's what I really want to see. Man, did y'all watch the Olympics this weekend? Man, Keyshawn Davis, close fight. He lost a close decision. He ended up getting silver medal. So shout out to Keyshawn Davis. I was rooting for him. I thought he was going to, take it, but it is what it is. It is what it is. He turning pro. He coming back pro, and he going to do what he's doing. He going to do what he going to do. I think that Keyshawn Davis is going to do some great things in the professional ranks. J.A. Dixon say, Rigo really 56 years old. Man, he looked like he's 56 years old. You ever look at his face? Motherfucker look like Otis Nixon. Hey, and see, a lot of y'all don't know who Otis Nixon was. Otis Nixon was the Braves center fielder back in the day, back in the early 90s and shit. I'm going to show y'all Otis Nixon. You know what I'm saying? That's what Rigo looked like. Rigo looked like Otis Nixon and shit. This motherfucker, Otis Nixon, and I'm going to show y'all. Otis Nixon was in his 20s right here. Motherfucker was in his mid-20s, and look how he looked. Otis Nixon was in his mid-20s in this picture. You can't tell me this motherfucker don't look like he in his 60s. That's Rigo right there. Rigo looked like Otis Nixon. Y'all can't tell me this. Hold on. This man right here was in his mid-20s. For real. When they say black don't crack, they wasn't talking about his ass. Hey, for real. Hey, yeah, Leon Robinson, Greg Oden, he did look 50 years old. He was 18. Man, Greg Oden, he lied on his goddamn birth certificate. Ain't no way Greg Oden was 18 years old looking like that. I think Greg Oden's daddy was Otis Nixon. You know what I'm saying? They changed Greg Oden's last name. This was Greg Oden's daddy right here. This how Greg Oden's daddy looked when he was 25. Right. I think Otis Nixon might have birthed Rigo too. Because them motherfuckers look old as hell. Hey, Leon Robinson, I forgot about that shit. Clyde Drexler did look old. But see, Clyde Drexler, He wore that goddamn bird nest and shit for a long time. He wouldn't shave his head just all the way bald, so it made him look older. Yeah, Clyde Drexler was balding hella early, bro. But he kept that bird nest and he wouldn't shave that shit. Like, bro, what you holding on to? If your head, and I'm telling all of y'all that's watching right now, if your head is like that and you rocking the motherfucking bird nest, shave that shit off. It's over with. You don't hold on to it. Let it go. Let that shit go. Like Teddy Pendergrass said, I think you better let it go. Don't hold on to no bird's nest. Let that shit go. And motherfuckers be up in the barber shop and shit when I go to the barber. Hey, just edge it up around here. You know what I'm saying? Just shave it around here and edge the back of it up. Motherfucker, cut that shit off. God damn, you running around with the whole goddamn rooftop missing. God damn. Cassandra Mason off in the building. What's going on, Cassandra, the queen? Yeah, but and we got a lot of fights. So let me go ahead and continue. So who y'all got? Virgil Ortiz or you got Egis Kavalaskis? Virgil Ortiz or the Big Green Machine? Who y'all got? Hey, D-Lo said Big Floyd was holding on to them dreads looking like Predator. Man, that boy, man, Floyd was looking bad. Floyd was looking real bad when he had them Predator dreads. That shit was looking real bad. R. West says he got Ortiz. Leon Robinson said he got Virgil Ortiz. D-Lo said he got a draw. If you got a draw, you better put some money on that, D-Lo. That draw probably gonna give you put 100 on the draw, that shit'll probably give you 3,000 back. If you picking the draw, you better put some money on that. That's a bold prediction. Juan say he got Virgil. Yeah, Floyd was looking bad, dog. Big Floyd was looking bad when he had them dreads. That shit was bad as hell. Motherfucker was looking like a pure wino and shit. You know when you see them motherfucking winos on the corner that got them dreads and they got like 3 dreads hanging on. Man, speaking of dreads hanging on, what's up with your boy? What's up with your boy Lil Wayne? That motherfucker, his dreads look like some goddamn fried catfish. Lil Wayne shit look bad. Like Lil Wayne shit look bad. His shit look like fried catfish. That nigga dreads is bad. He needs to let that shit go for real. And y'all hit the like button. Let me see where these likes at, because I ain't gonna start getting into the topics that I really want to cook on, that we really gonna cook on until y'all hit the like button. Yeah, y'all gotta hit the like button. Get them likes up. Get the likes up. And I'm gonna drop the link. So because when I get on these next topics, I know some of y'all gonna want to get in the building and speak on this. So I'm gonna drop the link, and y'all can, you know what I'm saying, whoever want to hop on the panel when we get to cooking, you can hop on the panel. If you don't agree with what I'm saying, if you got something to say or whatever, you know, y'all, there's the link in the chat. Get the likes up. Let me check where the likes is at before we really get to start cooking. Y'all got to raise the likes up. Y'all hit the like button. Get the likes up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all in the background sniffing around. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hey, y'all gonna have to hit the like button. Hit the like button so we can get into these next topics. Hit the like button. Smash on the like button. And I got some heat. Stay tuned. About 20 minutes after I end this live stream, I got some heat for y'all. And I got a video coming out. It's really gonna break shit down with this Errol Spence and Terence Crawford shit. I got some heat coming out for y'all. So make sure that y'all watch the video that I got coming out after this live stream too. But y'all need to hit the like button so we can get the show rolling. Y'all need to hit the like button so we can get the show rolling. MZ Talks Boxing, what's happening with it? Chain with Ice, what's happening with it? Yes, sir. My man, Big Money, Texas, Toledo, off in the building. He said he at work and still found the time to hit the like button. Y'all hit the like button. Sheena, the queen, in the building. What's going on? Sheena, she says, I got Spence, and that's the truth. Ain't that a fact? Let's go. I can't wait. I'm going to be in the building for that fight right there. It ain't going to happen. Matthew Valentine in the building. Matthew Valentine, I'm telling you, Sean Porter and Terence Crawford is not going to happen. It might happen, but it's not happening next. Remember I said that. You can listen to these dudes that's coming out with these videos trying to make y'all think that the fight is going to happen. It ain't going to happen next. Watch what I say. And don't get quiet when it don't happen next. But so let's go ahead and let's cook. Let's go ahead and cook. And like I said, if any of y'all want the link is in the chat. I'll drop it once again because we finna cook now. So Canelo Alvarez, right? And Batman, the link in the chat if you want to cook on this. So Canelo Alvarez, he left Golden Boy Promotions, right? When he left Golden Boy Promotions, he told everybody that he was excited for the new journey in his career. He talked about Jamal Charlo. He talked about David Benavidez. He talked about all of the fighters besides Demetrius Andrade that we want to see him fight, right? Caleb Plant, all of the fighters, right? And he says, I'm happy to announce I'm a free agent now. And now I won't have no problem making none of these fights that I was having trouble making before. And then he alluded on the video interview that he did, basically saying that Oscar was holding him back from making a lot of the fights, but now he was a free agent. Now he gets to make the fights that the fans want to see. So we cooked on it. We all was like, man, finally, Canelo Alvarez gets away from Oscar De La Hoya, and finally, Canelo Alvarez can move and groove how he want to move. Ain't no more Oscar De La Hoya holding Canelo Alvarez back. That's what I said. A lot of other people said that shit. He a free agent now. You know, what a breath of fresh air. Canelo Alvarez is finally free. He can do what he want to do. My man D-Lo, what's happening with it?
Hey, what's good, man?
What's happening with it? So, Canelo Alvarez and Renee Box Young, what's happening with it, my brother? Off in the building. Y'all make sure y'all go sub to Renee Box Young. And my man, Matthew Valentine, always showing love and support in that super chat, man. I appreciate you. So, everybody was, happy. Canelo Alvarez is a free agent finally. Canelo Alvarez can do what he want to do. He can fight all these fighters that we want to see him fight. It ain't no more, Oscar De La Hoya blocking things. But after that, after Canelo basically made the statement, making it seem like that it was Oscar De La Hoya blocking, a lot of these fights, and and all of the other things that Canelo was doing, right? Oscar came out and he said, look, y'all, Canelo, he always been the duck. And I'm not saying that Canelo a duck. I'm just saying what Oscar came out, Canelo, hey, that's why he was ducking these fighters in that fight, laughing, poking at him, right? And at that point, I'm like, man, Oscar, he just on some bullshit. He's jealous because Canelo's a free agent now, and he coming up and he finna fight Caleb Plant. And then after Caleb Plant, he gonna fight Jamal Charlo. And then, you know what I'm saying, or David Benavidez. Canelo moving how he want to move now. He going to do what he want to do. Now, right, now we waiting on the Caleb Plant negotiations. We waiting to see what happens. In the Caleb Plant negotiations, as we all know, that shit fell through. It didn't happen. And I'm going to tell you why it didn't happen, because the fight did not happen essentially because they talked their way out of the fight. They negotiated their way out of the fight. But the reason the fight didn't happen, it wasn't because Caleb Plant was scared of Canelo. It wasn't because Canelo Alvarez was afraid of Caleb Plant. We know neither one of these fighters are afraid of either fighter. But it's because Canelo Alvarez is not no fucking free agent. He lied to y'all. When Canelo Alvarez left Golden Boy, what did he do? Canelo Alvarez left Golden Boy and he signed immediately with Eddie Hearn. He did a few fights with Eddie Hearn on DAZN, right? And then he was supposed to be a free agent again. He told everybody, everybody was running with it. Canelo's a free agent. Canelo a free agent, right? If you go back to Canelo's last press conference, when we were saying that he was a free agent, he said, I love working with Eddie Hearn and I look forward to continuously working with Eddie Hearn, right? So it's like, okay, well, but everybody figured, okay, well, he's going to work with Eddie Hearn down the line, but right now he needs to get this Caleb Plant fight done, so he's going to stay a free agent. He didn't do that. He signed another contract with Eddie Hearn. Everybody's been going around here talking about Canelo Alvarez was a free agent. Myself, everybody was saying that shit, but he lied to everybody. And that's the reason that the fight did not happen with Caleb Plant. That's the reason why the negotiations fell out. And I'm going to show y'all this, right? This is what Eddie Hearn had to say, right? We all know that Caleb Plant, he came out and he told us why the negotiations fell apart, right? Canelo Alvarez demanded this, he demanded that. They accepted. Every time Caleb Plant and PBC accepted all of Canelo Alvarez's demands, every time they accepted his demands, right? Canelo Alvarez's team, they raised the bar. They continued to raise the bar. Okay, well, now we want this. Now we want this. Until it just got outrageous to Caleb Plant and his team said, look, we're not doing that. It's no fucking way we're going to agree to this last stipulation that you tried to throw in the contract when we already had agreed to everything and more, right? But see, the news came out that, Eddie Hearn is not involved. Eddie Hearn is not doing the negotiations. It's Eddie Reynoso that's doing the negotiations. And I told y'all that shit was a lie. I said, nah, Eddie Hearn is advising him. Even if Eddie Hearn is not face-to-face right there doing the negotiations, they sending everything back to Eddie Hearn, and Eddie Hearn is telling them exactly what to do and what to say. Because it's no way that Eddie Hearn is going to let Canelo Alvarez go over to the PBC network and fight on PBC pay-per-view, right? Now, this right here proves that Canelo Alvarez is signed to Eddie Hearn. He's not a free agent. He's never been a free agent. And I'm going to read this to y'all. It says, this is Eddie Hearn's statement. This is what Eddie Hearn says. He says, well, the easy answer to this is that all the terms requested weren't agreeable on various sides, right? This is Eddie Hearn's response to Caleb Plant. Now, if Eddie Hearn is not the promoter, if he has nothing to do with these negotiations, why is Eddie Hearn coming out with the statement? And why is Eddie Hearn saying this? And I'm going to read it like I said. He didn't deny anything that Caleb Plant said neither. So for everybody that's trying to act like that Caleb Plant was lying and Caleb Plant should have did this, Eddie Hearn denied none of it. He said this: well, the easy answer to all of this, he said the easy answer to all that is all the terms requested weren't agreeable on various sides, Hearn told Sports Illustrated. We made an offer to PBC to do the fight on DAZN. PBC made an offer to Canelo Alvarez to do the fight on Fox. I discussed that offer with manager/trainer Eddie Reynoso and Canelo. We agreed to move forward with that offer. At that point, as my conversation with Saul went, I'm his promoter. You hear this? At that point, as my conversation with Saul Canelo Alvarez went, I'm his promoter. I'm on his team. But effectively, I'm not promoting the show because it's a PBC show, which I have no problem with because legacy is more important at this point. Now, what promoter do you know that'll say, okay, I am your promoter. You are signed, you signed under me. You are one of my fighters. But you know what? I'll just let you go and do your business on PBC. And I'll just sit back and I'm out of this one. When has that ever happened? It don't happen unless a fight go to purse bid and the promoter loses the purse bid and they have no other choice but to sit back. You see what I'm saying? That's bullshit. He lied to everybody, and I'm a Canelo Alvarez fan. People that watch me know that I'm a Canelo Alvarez fan. But Canelo lied to everybody, saying that he was a free agent, that he was going to be able to move however he wanted to move, but he wasn't. That's why the Caleb Plant fight didn't happen, because once Eddie Hearn, Canelo Alvarez's promoter, found out that they weren't going to be able to get Caleb Plant on the DAZN platform, the negotiations already fell apart at that point, because there was no way in hell Eddie Hearn was going to allow Canelo Alvarez to go over to PBC and have a PBC pay-per-view without his involvement. And of course, he said, oh yeah, well, I wasn't going to have no involvement in it. I just backed off. Promoters don't do that. They don't just back off, especially with a big fighter like Canelo Alvarez. You think Eddie Hearn is going to let, let's say it's Anthony Joshua. You think Eddie Hearn is going to let Anthony Joshua go over to PBC alone and he going to back off of the negotiations? Fuck no. And he not going to do the same thing with Canelo Alvarez, because he just told y'all in that statement, I am his promoter. So what happened was, like I said in my video, once Eddie Hearn realized, look, we're not going to be able to get Caleb Plant over here because I'm not willing to pay Caleb Plant $10 million. So we're not going to be able to get Caleb Plant on a DAZN platform. And he tried to call PBC's bluff. Well, if you got to, okay, he was advising. He's telling Canelo Alvarez what to do and what to say. Okay, tell him you want this amount of money. Tell him you want this. Tell him you want that. Tell him you want this. Tell him you want that. What PBC did is they agreed to everything. Eddie Hearn never expected PBC to agree to all of those terms. Never. In a million years, he thought they was going to agree to all of those terms. So they kept calling Eddie Hearn's bluff. They kept calling their bluff. Once they agreed to all of the terms and we thought the fight was on, then they come with another term. Eddie Hearn is advising them the whole time. Okay, once you go ahead and put this in the contract. But Eddie Hearn, he knows, ain't no way no fighter is going to agree to this. Ain't no way Al Heyman is going to let his fighter agree to sitting on the shelf if Canelo Alvarez gets hurt, right, or gets sick and can't take another fight. But if my fighter gets hurt or gets sick, Canelo Alvarez gets to take another fight, right? And he gets the same amount of pay for whoever he fights that he was going to get with Caleb Plant. Ain't nobody fucking going to agree to that shit. You think Al Heyman was going to agree to that? No, they knew Al Heyman wasn't going to agree to that. That's why when I say they talked themselves out of the negotiations, they did that on purpose. That plan was already intact when they figured out that Caleb Plant was not going to fight on DAZN. If I'm a promoter, I'm not letting my fucking fighter go free roam at another network and have a mega pay-per-view at another network. No, I'm not. So all of these, the negotiations fell out because of Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant should have did this and did that. The only thing you can say is Caleb Plant, right, should have took the $6 million. I don't think he should have took the $6 million, but the only way that would have made this fight happen if Caleb Plant would have took that $6 million that Eddie Hearn and DAZN was offering him, that fight would have happened then. But the fight was off the table once they found out that he wasn't fighting on DAZN. And I'm going to tell y'all like this. From here on out, it's going to be a big problem, just like it was before when Canelo Alvarez was with Golden Boy. It's going to be very hard for him to make a fight with Caleb Plant. It's going to be very hard for him to make a fight with David Benavidez and the rest of the fighters that's on the PBC platform, because he is not a free agent. He is signed to Eddie Hearn. He's signed to Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn is his promoter. And that's just what it is. The man lied to y'all when he came and said in everybody's face and told y'all, now I will be able to make the fights with Jamal Charlo, Caleb Plant, David Benavidez, and all of these fighters that y'all want to see me fight. I'll be able to do it now. That's a lie. I'm going to read some of y'all comments real quick, and then I'm going to let my man knock out, and I'm going to let Batman cook. Hold on. It's plain and simple. That's just what it is. Let me see. Real Clean Like Podcast says he was a free agent. He decided he wanted to work with Eddie Hearn because he loved how Hearn works. He didn't lie. He said this after the Billy Joe fight in a couple interviews. No, he did lie because he was never a free agent. What fight was he a free agent in? Right? He lied. I'm going to tell you why he lied. When I say that he lied when he said, look, now that I'm a free agent, I can make all of the fights now. I won't have a problem making the Jamal Charlo fight. I won't have a problem fighting David Benavidez. And that's what he said. That's a lie. It's a lie. It's a straight up lie, because you never gave yourself a chance to be a free agent. You was with Eddie Hearn for I think it was 2 or 3 fights, and you signed right back with Eddie Hearn immediately. So you was never no free agent. That's why a lot of these fights that we want to see, if it's PBC fighters, we're not going to see them with Canelo. Let me see. Hold on. Now, Knockout, let me hear you cook, man. Knockout, you go ahead and cook.
Yes, sir. So You spoke to it all very, very well. Just a couple of things I wanna peel back and I want to talk about even more, especially the point about people believing that Caleb Plant was lying with his allegations of basically Canelo ducking. Because when you say that somebody was offered 40 million guaranteed, when you say they were offered pay-per-view money on the back end, when you say that they were offered to bring their Hennessy sponsorship over and Mexican TV rights and live gate money, when you say all of that and you say y'all agreed to it and they turn it down, you're basically saying that they're ducking, right? And so a couple of things, and you spoke to it very well, but with Eddie Hearn, right? We're talking about a promoter and a person that has no issue speaking with when it has to do with Jermell Charlo, right? When Jermell Charlo and Castano fought, he demanded that he wanted to talk to the judge personally that scored at 117 to 111 for Charlo, basically saying it was a robbery for Castano. He put himself in that business, right? Then he turns around and you can't get him to shut up about the ticket sales for Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. So you have a promoter that will talk about other people's business, but then when pressed on the Canelo Alvarez and Caleb Plant issue, he really didn't have much to say. So if you're paying attention and you're thinking objectively, that in and of itself will let you know, like, all right, bro, this dude Caleb Plant might be telling the truth. He might be telling the truth. On top of him saying he has paperwork. Another thing that I hope people are paying attention to is Canelo went back to go negotiate with Caleb Plant. They're supposed to be negotiating right now, right? So if the deal was so bad, if what Caleb Plant was saying was untrue or he was lying or he was fabricating any part of his story, why would you go back to negotiating, right? Anybody that's been in business, anybody that's done negotiations, they know, like, if you go back to visit a deal, that's because there was a lot of shit in that deal that you like, bro. You know what I mean? That's because there was a lot of shit in that deal that you were like, oh, 40 million guaranteed, shit, pay-per-view money, all right, let me go revisit this, because now you see that deal was better than anything that you could have got for Bivol. And so when we look at it like that and you try to be objective, you know it's right to point some fingers at Canelo. And then furthermore, people were saying Caleb Plant's not a good talker. He doesn't talk shit. He can't talk shit like Billy Joe Saunders. Well, for my money, bro, if you look at what Billy Joe Saunders was saying leading up to their fight and you look at what Caleb Plant is saying, I prefer Caleb Plant's method of talking shit much more, because Caleb Plant not only did that, he just recently had like some post where he was saying, look, bro, September's supposed to be your date. And 3 years in a row now, you haven't been able to secure your date. You haven't been able to fight on September. And he's basically was asking the question, and I'm paraphrasing here, at what point do we stop blaming everyone else and look at Canelo and his team as the reason why these deals are dragging out and these deals aren't taking too long? Because, there's one common denominator, bro. You know what I mean? Like, there was a common denominator last year when they didn't get the fight done in September. There was a common denominator the year before when they didn't get the fight done in September. So I much more prefer Caleb Plant, because it seems like he's talking that real shit, that shit that'll put a knife in your heart and twist you and kind of get you feeling some type of way, because it seems like he's coming with all facts, bro, and they have no rebuttal for it. I believe he basically has shamed Canelo and Eddie Hearn back to the negotiation table, because I don't care who you are, bro. I don't care how great you are. I'm one of the people that, will objectively tell you I still have Canelo Alvarez on my pound for pound list. I don't hate him. You know what I'm saying? I have no bias towards him or against him. But with that being said, we have to call a spade, bro. And we got to keep it 100% real when we covering these fighters, especially as people that create content, because people listen to us. We have a voice, and they ain't talking about boxing on ESPN or fucking Fox Sports and shit like that. Boxing is talked about right here on this platform, YouTube, and the fact remains the same, that Canelo Alvarez, whether you think he's ducking, which I don't, whether you think he's anything, what Oscar is saying, which I don't, I just believe he's hard to deal with, bro. And he's a diva, and he's making a lot of demands that, as you said, Key, people aren't going to agree to that shit. Like, I want people to really think about what it means when you say, yo, if you get hurt, I get to replace you and I still get my same money, but if I get hurt or injured, you don't get to replace. You got to wait on me. What if, and we wish this on no one, what if Canelo goes to throw a punch on the goddamn heavy bag and tears his whole fucking knee up? What if he just fucking tears his whole knee up, right? ACL, MCL, PCL, kneecap, everything tore up, and he's out for 18 months. He needs surgery. If Caleb Plant were to sign to that stipulation, that specific stipulation right there, he'd have to have his career put on hold until Canelo got better, bro. That's something that you put in the contract when you don't want anyone to agree to it, bro. That's just a fact. That ain't me hating. That's just a fact of the matter, bro. Like they know that shit wasn't gonna get agreed to.
Right.
Hopefully we still get this fight. I know you're erring on the side that we ain't gonna get the fight key unless Plant comes over to the zone. But I'm hoping
Well,
I
think that the only way that they'll work something out is that Canelo, right, works out that he gonna give Eddie Hearn a big share of that bag. That's the only way Eddie Hearn will let him go over to PBC.
And so then, if that's the case, if you getting 40 million, if you getting that pay-per-view money, because you know Al Heyman them gonna put it on pay-per-view, if you get to bring your live gate, if you get to bring your Hennessy sponsorship, and I've heard a lot of people try to retort me, and I'll pass to you, Batman, because I don't want to be too long-winded. I've heard a lot of people retort me saying, well, he already had the Hennessy sponsorship, so it ain't like PBC is giving him that. Here's the thing, everybody. Listen, he has the Hennessy sponsorship, yes, but the network that you are fighting on has to agree to allow Hennessy to be a part of it. They have to say, yeah, you can put your name on the ring, or yeah, you can we can run commercials for you. So that's still something that PBC and Fox has to agree with. Oh, well, Canelo already had the Mexican TV rights. Yeah, for DAZN. He doesn't have them for PBC or Fox. That too is something that they have to agree to, bro. So I'm hoping we get the fight. I'm hoping that it all works out. This is the fight I preferred over Bivol. And then one last thing, Batman, before I pass to you, bro. Everyone acting like Bivol is such tougher competition for Canelo Alvarez than Caleb Plant is. Because Caleb Plant fought Truax and he doesn't have the resume. I would just say I think they're equally as tough competition for Canelo. Let's not act like Bivol didn't look bad against Craig Richards. Craig Richards had some very good moments in that fight, and you're only as good as your last fight. So let's not just act like Bivol is such a step up from Caleb Plant. And plus, we get undisputed. So this is the fight I'm rooting for. I'm glad they're back in negotiations, and I really hope it happens for boxing, bro.
Yeah, man. Batman.
Yo, what's up, man? Man, y'all touched on most of everything, but I'm gonna play conspiracy. I'm gonna play conspiracy theories here, man. Look here, man. This is what I think, man. I think your man is recycling, man. This is my opinion. I don't care who get mad. I don't care all Canelo fans get mad or whatever. Dog, he was trying to fight in September the 18th. He picked Bivol. So that shouldn't have been a hard negotiation, but everybody got on his ass about that catchweight shit. That's why I think that Bivol shit stopped. Everybody got on him about that catchweight shit. So Caleb Plant told him, damn, dog, won't you go ahead, everything right? I agreed. Why you putting all the rest of that bullshit in? We can be testing now. Once you sign this contract, we can get the testing and doing all this other shit, and the shit is on. But now you want to come back to the table. I guess your levels went down, man. You know, he checking his levels because the WBC gave him. Hey Slim, listen. Everybody else got caught for this shit in boxing, and I'll be telling money. There's a lot of people got caught, but they ain't up the joint until your man got caught. They ain't up them levels until your man got caught.
Yeah.
So
hey, Batman came in here with a whole nother kick to the story.
So
Batman got me over here. Batman got me over here rethinking everything I just said, bro. Batman, you need to stop, bro. You're watching too many movies, dog. You watch too many thriller movies, bro.
I'm not looking at too many movies, dog. I'm just telling y'all, man. It's just this shit.
Money Brown, salute. My brother in the building, Money in the building. Salute to Money. My bad, Batman. Go ahead.
Now let him go ahead and keep on writing in the chat. Write in the chat. And tell me what he say, Keith, because he had me writing big in the chat, man. Jai stretching on me, talking to me. But look here, man. I think the man trying to hurry up, get that PD down, and hurry up and get the fight going on in November. Because the shit fell through with Caleb Plant. You said you was pushing on and going to get Bivol built. Now everybody done got on you about. At first, you was trying to fight him at 68. Then you talking about 72. Then people getting on you about doing that shit because you already went to 75 and for the depleted Kovalev. Now you got somebody that's young. I mean, your age. You know what I'm saying? Close to your age or a little bit younger than you. Now in the competition, it's like this dude just back down from real competition, man. If y'all don't be paying attention to this shit, because if y'all look at him and Danny Jacobs fight, that shit was an alright fight. He barely won. It ain't like he did nothing spectacular in that fight. He barely won. Then you go off and pick these European fighters that, dog, I done went down half of them dudes' resumes. Callum Smith resume is some garbage. Then you pick Eugene for the WBC mandatory. Your fucking spawn partner, dog. You know you be beating up this guy's spawn. So you know when the headgear and the gloves come off, you gonna stop him.
Right. I want to say this, right? As far as the negotiations with Caleb Plant, right? Now, when I say that they talked themselves out of negotiations because they knew that the fight wasn't going to happen once they found out that Caleb Plant wasn't fighting on the zone, right? You got to go back to this point. Why would they keep putting stipulations in the contract if they really wanted to fight? Why would they put that crazy ass stipulation in the contract if they really wanted the fight to happen and they was really going to let the fight happen on PBC pay-per-view?
Because Eddie Hearn was telling them to put that shit in there because we don't really want to go over this.
Because it was either him or they was being told to put that stipulation in there because we really ain't want to go forward with this fight. We know that they're not going to agree to it. That's the easiest thing to do, to put a stipulation in the contract to where you know they're not going to agree to it. So then you come out to the public and you say, hey, we couldn't make the fight happen because, Caleb Plant turned it down. He turned it down. Caleb Plant turned the fight down, right? But Caleb Plant was smart when he said, hey, I got receipts. I'll show y'all what he tried to do.
And they ain't say shit. It's been a whole It's almost a month. They haven't came out and said nothing. Eddie gonna say, "Oh, I really can't talk about that. I wasn't there." Come on, man. You talk about everything else.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. And furthermore, I would
salute.
Yeah, salute, L-Dub. What it has me wondering is, was this stipulation in the contract with Avni Yildirim? Was this stipulation in the contract with Callum Smith? And then if it wasn't, why not? You know what I'm saying? Like it's stuff like that just makes you like, it's just not a good look, bro. The catch weight shit, I've already went over that in detail. I don't want to touch on. I could talk about that shit forever. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, bro, he got to take on people at a weight class. He got to take on people with no rehydration clauses, and he need to fight Caleb Plant, bro. He need to fight Caleb Plant. I don't give a damn where they fight. Like for me, I got my DAZN subscription. I can afford Fox pay-per-view. They just need to get this shit on, bro. So whoever you picking at the end of the day, you get to talk your shit if you win, bro. But all this back and forth diva shit, bro, right. I'm not for that shit, bro. That shit is lame to me how they acting like you don't put no shit like that in the contract, bro. No one's agreeing to that. I don't give a damn who you are, bro. How much money you bring to the table. Ain't nobody putting they career on hold for you, bro. Like this boxing, bro, you can get hurt in training. You can get hurt in training for any sport, but especially boxing. Like, come on, bro.
You can get hurt walking out the house.
And then with that being said, Knockout, you think that any promoter or any advisor is going to say, well, you know what? We'll pay you the same amount of money to pick whoever you want to fucking fight.
No, hell no, bro. Like, because Caleb Plant and Canelo, you got the history of undisputed. You got Caleb Plant, who's intriguing to some people, want to see if he can do it. That's an A-level fighter, bro. Like that's like going into a restaurant and being like, yo, I wanna order the steak, but I want you to charge me the price of a burger, and trying to be like, well, no, they should be the same price because they both beef. Like, nah, bro, miss me with that shit. Like, if you fighting a tomato can, yeah, get your guarantee. But if you fighting somebody that ain't nobody ever heard of, that we all know you gonna beat, you can't be asking for that. That's another thing that nobody would agree to, bro. Like, you can't be asking for that type of money and shit, and you fighting a replacement opponent. Like, what if they replace him with Truax or some shit, bro? What if Caleb Plant get hurt? Replace him with Truax, bro. We supposed to get 40 million and all that shit that they had agreed to for fucking Caleb Truax, bro. Like, come on, dog. Nobody's agreeing to that shit, bro. That shit wasn't even.
Hey, you know he's gonna try to pull some bullshit because one thing about Canelo, like I said, I'm a Canelo fan. But the thing about Canelo, he's always trying to get a fucking advantage in any type of way. But they ain't trying to get an edge, and it make you think like, does he not have full confidence in himself? Why is he always trying to get an edge? That Bivol shit, if you was gonna fight Bivol, why didn't you just go up to 175 and fight him? Why are you trying to make this motherfucker slam down and wait at the last minute to meet you at a catch weight? Nah, bro, we ain't doing that.
Or shit, if they fighting for Bivol belt, shit, go ahead and make them come all the way down to 168, bro.
Like,
175. I mean, if they fighting for Canelo belt, my bad. If they fighting for Canelo belts, the fight should be at 168. If they fighting for Bivol shit, make it at 175, bro. Like, it's very, very simple.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, why are you always doing this suspect ass shit? And now it's like I gotta say something about it because he has a history of doing it. If it ain't catch weights at 154, oh well, you gotta fight me at 155. You gotta fight me at 156. If it ain't rehydration clauses, if it ain't giving fighters really short notice to fight you, now like it's something every time, and it's like, bro, the only way that you don't get no crazy shit with Canelo if it's an opponent that you know he's just gonna go out there and beat the shit out of.
Yeah, and that's what give you
what's going on with this shit?
Yeah, that's what give you cause. I'm just happy they back negotiating, man. Hopefully we can get that shit, this year. At the end of the day, I don't give a damn if they fighting fucking I don't care if they fighting September, October, November, December. They just need to get it on, bro, and get this shit done, bro. That's it.
I got something for Money guys too. Since Money want to butt in the conversation, you know what I'm saying? See, he want to type in the comments. I got something for him too. Hold on.
But they gave Billy Joe all his respects when Billy Joe was about to man, I ain't fighting. I'm about to leave if y'all don't give me a bigger ring and all this shit. But they gave Billy Joe all his respects. Caleb Plant only asked for $10 million, man. That shit crazy, man.
Hold on. Let me find it real quick.
Money.
Okay. Hold on. Okay, so I don't know if y'all remember when Money Brown, he came on this platform and he argued me down and told me that Caleb Plant had never made more than $700,000 in the fight. Y'all remember when he came on here, he argued me down, telling me that Caleb Plant has never made more than $700,000 in a fight. And I said, Money. I said, what? Now all of a sudden you want to listen to what you look up on Google? I said, you know that fucking Al Heyman pay his fighters way more than what's being told. So we were arguing about that shit. So Caleb Plant just put up. Now, before I even read this, do any of y'all think that Caleb Plant is a liar?
Not yet, bro. I mean, he ain't did nothing to me to make me think he a liar. Shit, he been standing on this shit and he say he got paperwork. So I choose to believe people until they prove that they're a liar. So for right now, I'm gonna go with nah. I don't believe that he's a liar for right now.
Okay, Batman. Do you think that Caleb Plant is the type of character where he just come out and tell lies?
Nah, he told you he got receipts, so he can't tell a lie.
Okay. Well, Caleb Plant, this is remember what Money Brown said, right? He ain't never made 7 figures at all. He said the most that Caleb Plant ever made was 700,000. So this is what Caleb Plant says. He says boxing never been about money for me, and that's why they can't understand it. He says it's never been my driving force. He says it's not my why. And that's why it's so easy to be just as disciplined and hungry even after being a 7-figure fighter. He says, remember, the internet says the earth is flat too. Laugh out loud. So he's telling you right there. The internet tell you ain't a 7-figure fighter, but I've been a 7-figure fighter. But Money Brown said that he ain't never made nothing more than 700,000, so he needs to take the 6 million fight on DAZN.
Man, look.
Hold on. So is Caleb Plant lying about how much he getting paid, Money Brown?
I don't think he lying. I don't think Caleb Plant is lying, but I will say
I'm dropping the link for you. I'm dropping the link. Let's get into it.
Yeah, I'm about to go.
Got time today.
Before y'all do, I will say that 6 million is more than Caleb Plant has ever made in a fight. If he were to get 6 million to fight Canelo Alvarez, I will say that. But did he make? Is he a millionaire fighter? Does he have 7 figures yet? I'd venture to say that because he's a champion, and Al Heyman does get that back end money that we're not all privy to for his fighters.
Hold on, Big Money. I don't know what's going on in the chat. I don't know what y'all got going on in the chat, but I thought you had a wrench already. I'm gonna slide you a wrench because you do come through and you show up and you show out. Big Money, Texas. I thought you already had a wrench. Now, don't nobody block nobody in the comment section. Unless I tell y'all to, don't block nobody. You know what I'm saying? Don't block nobody yet until I catch something. I ain't seen nothing yet, but don't block nobody.
Different opinions are welcome, man. It makes it fun, bro.
If you know.
Shit.
Man. Look, man.
Well, look, real quick, Batman. Before you go, Key, I gotta hop off, bro. But thank you for having me on, man. I gotta get back to work before they come calling for me, man. So let me hop off. Hopefully, Money hop on so y'all can entertain me because I know this shit about to be a fun ass conversation, bro. So I'll let y'all get to it, man. But thanks for having me on. Salute to everybody in the chat. And keep cooking, bro. You know I love what you're doing.
Hey, knock out before you go, man. I told you, man, the little homie was gonna come through, man.
Oh, bro. He got cheated so bad, bro. He got cheated so bad, bro. That's a disgrace, bro. Michael Fox beat the shit out of that dude on Saturday night, bro. But I'll let y'all get to it, man.
All right.
Yeah, Bumpy Thompson. See, I wasn't reading the chat, so I don't know what's going on in the chat. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, they ain't here watching me. You dig what I'm saying? They can say what the fuck they want to, but they ain't here watching me. I ain't on their platform watching them. You know what I'm saying? But you know, y'all hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? When they hate, hit the like button. When they hate, hit the like button. Go ahead,
man. Caleb, man. He lost his daughter. He lost his mother. Hey, he don't give a fuck about that shit these dudes trying to do, man. He's trying to fight and he want what he want. The fuck?
There he is. He want to show up now. Hey, there he is. What's happening with Money?
Nah, my motherfucking Wi-Fi got the tripping, man. That's all I'm downloading the video. That shit stopped. That mother had an hour and a half, bro. I'm like, oh man. I had to set the Wi-Fi, wait for it to come on. But now, bet you and your steroid accusation, sit your ass down somewhere.
Man, look, man.
Trying to make up them excuses not to get that ass whooped.
He's a cheater, man. That's my
trying to make them excuses because that boy about to get his ass whooped.
Nah, there ain't no excuse if he goes. They let him in off the steroids a couple of times.
So is he over? Wait a minute.
The only thing about Canelo, he got judges with him.
Okay, so listen, Caleb Plant, what he represents, Snack, did that motherfucker not get caught for steroids or not? Victor Conte?
Did Caleb Plant get caught for steroids?
Did Victor Conte, he associated with Victor Conte. He take Victor Conte products. We know Victor Conte. So does that mean Caleb Plant is cheating? No, it does not.
Hold on. Hold on real quick. 817. I'm not finna let you on the platform with Money on here. Y'all don't fuck with each other like that. Y'all don't like each other. So I'm not finna let you on the platform when y'all don't fuck with each other like that. We all fuck with each other. So we can talk to each other how we want to because we fuck with each other. But I ain't doing that on the platform when Money on. I'm not finna let you on because y'all don't fuck with each other like that. That's just what it is. I ain't finna have y'all, you know what I'm saying? That's personal between y'all. Y'all don't fuck with each other.
I ain't even got no words for that clown. That nigga get on here, won't even get a word from me. But back to my brother Bet. Now he over there with Victor Conte, who got caught for cheating, whipping
man,
up this, whipping up that. Hold on. Victor Conte made the formula to get away with the motherfucking cheating. So
right,
now,
cool.
I don't look at Caleb Plant and say Caleb Plant is even though he didn't get caught, but everybody say he's walking over there with Victor Conte. We don't know what they doing with Snack. We don't know what they doing with Snack.
All right, the Devin Haney, motherfucker, Mikey Garcia.
We don't know. Victor Conte probably got that rubber cream, right? So they can go on over there and they can what you say, wing they step off that shit.
Look, man, your man is winging for real.
Wing him up off of you.
This is third to fourth year. I ain't fighting in September. But when Floyd had the date, he really wanted the dates.
Floyd got the date, but Canelo still got his people. It doesn't matter if he fight himself. Canelo don't got to fight
have his people.
That's what I'm saying. He don't have to fight in May or September.
No, that's the only reason he on top. If he ain't have his people, he'd be another motherfucker.
What's the reason why Floyd was on top? Because he had the people. Ain't nobody gonna be on top without the people, bro.
Nah, it was more hated than liked. He was more hated than liked.
But it was still people that made him that way.
He was more hated than liked.
You can't say if he ain't have his people, he won't be there. That's a fact, but he has his people. But you can't, I give you the contract shit, but you can't come out here with this steroid small winging themselves off.
Oh, man, why can't the fuck?
Because the man got caught for the group ball and ain't been caught since then.
What you mean he got caught? Don't nobody get caught till they get caught. The fuck is you talking about?
The man ain't been caught since then.
And how many motherfuckers that got put in jail, got caught, and came back and did the same fucking thing till they get caught again?
Let me say this, Bet.
That shit don't mean nothing, money.
817, bring your soft ass to my channel tonight. You got an invite. Now let's see if you show up. Now, Bet, listen, dog. You cannot try to put that on that man if that man has never been caught after he got caught, bro. The man, even when he got caught, the man told you the reason, right? He told you the reason. He stood up like a man. He ain't run. He ain't cry like a bitch. He sat up there in front of everybody.
Because he got caught.
He can't. Told you, bro. Right?
He tried to use the
reason what happened, right?
Listen, they did that research, right? When he first got caught, they came back like a week later. The meat, like the fucking excuses that the fucking the Mexican football team gave up. Come on, man, get the fuck. Come on, man, I see through all that shit, dog. And because you don't see through it, I see through it. I'm a person that see through bullshit.
Listen, Bet, the amount they got caught in this system, what did it help, bro?
Dog. He's recycling.
No. The amount they got caught in this system.
He's recycling. He's recycling. He thought it was done.
The amount they got caught in this system. What did it help, Bet?
He's recycling. So the amount
they got caught in this system. What did it help, Bet? No, I'm on to ask you a question.
For real, right? For real, this is what I think. All drug cheats should be. If you in boxing, listen. If you're in boxing and you got caught for drugs, you should be fucking drug tested every fucking every month out the year.
Now, Key, when you my bad, Key. Now, Bet, when you finish, the man got caught. He got caught with a certain amount of temporary in the system, right? Now, what did that affect? What did it help? Nothing. The amount they got caught in that man's system ain't enough to help a fucking ant with nothing, bro.
He got
so that shows you that shit didn't stand for nothing. But now, listen,
he got recycling,
right?
dog.
All right, now listen, he got caught. He served his. Did he serve his time for it?
Man, 6 months. What the fuck is 6 months?
Now 6 months. Now the man that he got caught with it against, right? It was a draw. He came back in the second fight and beat his ass worse than the first fight. So that just shows you, man, that man is a clean fighter. The man ain't been caught ever since.
Man.
Now
that don't show me shit.
Now when he go in here and whoop this boy Caleb Plant ass, now you need your excuse to say, you know what? And he
no, I'm not using because he done did it.
That's he waited to November
because he got caught with Golovkin. That don't mean that's the first fight that he ever did it again.
You with all this sweet hand go do this. Sweet hand go do
Sweet hand's gonna beat his ass.
So
he didn't get good against
Slick Canelo beat his ass in November. When Canelo beat his ass in November.
But when Sweet Hands beat his ass, then what?
Is she go? I'm giving him all the credit if he win. If he beat Canelo, he getting all the credit. So you giving Canelo all the credit if he beat Sweet Hands?
Yeah, if he beat Sweet Hands, he get all the credit.
He talking about no wing and shit.
He been getting all this credit.
Wait a minute. No, I'm talking about
he got his credit after 6 months.
No, I'm talking about Bet.
So if he went off the Buterol, he probably would got knocked out. He probably got knocked out by Golovkin.
I'm talking about you, Bet.
All right.
Yes or no?
Come on.
Is you want to give him his credit? Yes or no?
Oh, if he beat the shit or knock Sweet Hands out, most definitely.
I don't want to no steroid shit. I don't want to no
Sweet Hands make your man when Sweet Hands make your man look regular, I want to hear what the fuck y'all gonna say. Oh, he got better against what? Tell me what slick fighter has Canelo fought after fucking Lawler?
Danny Jacobs.
He's not a slick fighter.
Billy Joe.
He's not a slick fighter.
Yes, they are, bro. Now they ain't slick fighters.
They is not.
Billy Joe
is a fucking
fighter,
drug cheat. Listen,
stop it. It doesn't matter if he was a drug cheat.
Y'all keep giving him credit for Billy Joe. Billy Joe's a drug cheat that ducked Boo Boo Andres.
His style is a slick fighting style.
No, it's not. It's not. Boo Boo.
It's not a slick fighting style.
Who he fought that can say his style was slick? He fought all European fighters.
Okay, so who the fuck did Caleb Plant fight to say that his style is slick?
Truett. I mean, Uzataki.
Man, Uzataki and fucking my man from Canada, David Lemieux, is hard punching motherfucker.
Man, David Lemieux is some shit.
David Lemieux was a hard punching motherfucker.
David Lemieux is some shit, man.
A hard punching motherfucker. Now, Caleb,
you can be hard punching because David Lemieux put that shit together on a A-class fighter. Fuck no.
Bet. What has Uzataki done after he lost to Caleb Plant?
How Billy Joe Saunders, right?
What has Uzataki
he got caught?
He lost to Caleb
Another drug cheat. Listen, another drug cheat gets
caught.
What has
he done, bet?
Listen, another drug cheat get caught.
Bet.
Let his title go. Let his title go. Go to the upper class, weight class. 2 fights he in the championship fight.
Bet. What has Uzataki done after losing to Caleb Plant?
Hey, Keon, what the fuck type of shit is that?
No, hey, Keon, nothing. What has he done, bet, after losing to Caleb Plant?
No, I'm just asking you. How can
what has he done?
Listen,
win against a Roberto Valdez, lose against a Lionel Thompson, beat another nobody. Now he about to face Benavidez and get his ass beat again. So what has he done?
Ask me this.
What has he done to be this big old monster killer ass motherfucker?
He's saying Billy Joe Saunders is a slick fighter, right? Billy Joe Saunders
is he not a southpaw slick fighter?
Billy Joe Saunders hasn't looked slick or good since he got caught using PEDs, right?
He won a title and he was still undefeated, right?
All right, listen. He up, he loses his belt.
Right?
No, he didn't lose his belt. He let his belt go when he got caught.
So
he goes up to 168.
Did Caleb Plant look good after winning the title against Uzataki?
He goes up to 160. Yeah, he got a knockout after Uzataki.
Against a motherfucker who Billy Joe would have knocked out as well, right?
Who? Billy Joe.
You say got knocked out.
Billy Joe looked like he shit against two bum-ass fighters, dog.
Hey, let me get to these super chats real quick.
Go ahead, big boy.
My man, Smooth Groove boxing in the building. What's good with it, Smooth Groove? He says my favorite part of the show. He says 2 brothers. He said Key over there grinning. Yeah, man. Hey, you already know.
Next. Don't worry, you ain't gonna be grinning in a minute.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get him. Hey, money don't want none of this smoke.
You ain't gonna be grinning in a minute.
Hey,
but
Mike Ron. Hold on, let me get to Mike Ron. My man, Mike Ron. He says Floyd Mayweather did not beat Canelo because he was slick. It was because of his great defense. So slick don't mean shit.
Thank you.
Slick, that's
Slick. He walked Canelo away. And he walked Canelo ass down. And he walked.
He was doing both. He was being slick and he was standing there with Canelo. So what is you talking about? He was switching it up. That's what slick fighters do.
This boy finna try to walk backwards all damn day, bro. Now, like I say, what has Jose Uzataki done back after he lost to motherfucking Caleb Plant for he to be this big time killer?
He lost. Caleb Plant, like you keep saying. Nah, you don't say that. Somebody else.
He trying to use my argument points now. I hear you, money. That
ain't none of your argument points. It's just facts.
That's my argument point.
That's just facts. What has he done? He haven't done shit. He haven't done shit.
Uzataki hasn't done shit.
He haven't done shit to prove that he's a killer.
But the drug cheat.
What the drug cheat prove? Out of my book.
What the drug cheat prove?
What you say?
What the drug cheat prove?
He became a world champion and he's still undefeated.
No, I'm talking about the other drugs. See, you think I'm talking about Canelo. I'm talking about the other drugs.
I'm talking about Billy Joe, right?
He's not undefeated. How the fuck
Billy Joe was undefeated when he fought Canelo.
Yeah, he fought two bums.
So you said, what did he do afterwards? He became a
fought
world
two
champion and he
bums.
was undefeated.
He
That
fought
was
two
Uzaki
bums.
lost. What did
Hey,
he do?
Hey, Keon.
So
Keon.
wait a minute, hold on, Keith.
Hey,
Wait a minute.
can you look this up for
So
me?
what did Caleb Plant do? You say he fought two bums. Then I say, what did Caleb Plant do? You
Caleb
say he got a
Plant,
knockout
he
against
whooped-
the Bulls, right?
He whooped Wisconsin, got a knockout,
Mike Lee, E. Fresh,
and had a hard fight with what's his name?
Mike Lee Figgenbutts, Mike Lee E. Fresh,
He knocked
and Figgenbutts, and then you talking about Caleb Truex.
All right,
Damn,
he
Negroes
knocked.
can't
He
beat no
knocked. He
goddamn
knocked.
Billy Joe.
He did what he supposed to did against the bum.
Damn Negroes can't beat
Listen.
no Billy Joe.
Listen,
Hey, hold on. Y'all gotta hit the like button. These likes is looking horrible. Y'all hit the like button.
listen.
Ain't nobody just over here doing this shit and y'all can't hit the like button.
Hey,
Hit the
Keith,
like button. It
this for
don't
me.
even cost you nothing. Hit the smash on the like button.
when Billy Joe fought for his title, was it vacant or did he fight a champion?
Billy Joe became a world champion and he was still undefeated when he
No,
made it
I'm
to Canelo.
asking. Was the title vacant or did he fight a champion? Did he take it from the champion?
He became a world champion and he was undefeated when he made it to Canelo. Period. He became a world champion, went straight to 168, right? Y'all say it's bullshit. We know what politics is, but the man became a world champion, and he was in a good.
Man, you be respecting that shit.
Man,
That's just like you probably.
And the man when he got in great fucking shape for Canelo, the man put the body on. The man was ready to go, and Canelo broke his motherfucking ass socket. So
What's his name? What's the nigga name on Saturday? He got to win. He got a belt now, but he won.
Who?
Against my little homie Fox. He won.
Against Fox? Who? You talking about the nigga that cheated?
Yeah, he won.
What you mean he won? What you mean?
So what the fuck a win got to do with it? That Billy Joe won. He's a fucking. He did who he fight.
Billy Joe
Who he fight to get the belt?
It doesn't matter. Actually, what did that man do?
Did he fight for a vacant title?
Did
he fight for a vacant title?
See, that's for you trying to build up this man Uzataki to be this big ass killer. When I like
they
Uzataki,
built,
right?
They built Uzataki to be the ghost.
No, you said up here. I asked you what showed you Caleb Plant was this big. Wait a minute. I asked you, man.
He was supposed to be this killer, man.
I asked you, man. I said, what makes you say Caleb Plant is this real big slick fighter that make him be that good as he gonna do Canelo this, that, and the third? You said Uzataki, and then when I asked you what did he do, you say he ain't do shit, right?
No, he whooped the shit out of Uzataki. What?
Man, Uzataki almost stopped his ass in the second half of the fight, but he won.
Oh man, but what happened?
You don't fucking you don't cut that bullshit out. Uzataki ain't almost stopped him in the fucking second half.
Key, you said that said he didn't hurt him. You said he didn't hurt him.
Now you just lying.
So he didn't hurt him, Key.
Wait a minute.
Now
you on here
he didn't hurt him, Key, in the second half of the
fight. No, he ain't hurt.
All right, I'm gonna pull it up on the.
Now you on here making shit up.
Now
you making shit up like Key said.
Now you on here making shit up.
Now just whoop that ass because he just said get him, Key. I done whoop that ass. Now
you ain't whoop my ass.
You trying to say
he told you was telling a lie. My fault.
No, he heard us at. I'm gonna prove it to him. He got
Jermaine Bean in that super chat. He says no resume is gonna compare to Canelo's because he fights names. But my odds tell me Plant is a problem for anybody, and that's a fact. And that's a fact. And the fact is you're telling the motherfucking lie. Talking about
Big Baby
Uzataki almost stopped Caleb Plant.
He cracked his ass and hurt him. Did he not crack him and hurt him? Did he not crack him and hurt him? Did he not crack him and hurt him? You set your ass up there and said he never hurt him in the second half. You set your ass up there and said he never hurt him in the second half, right?
So he hurt him where though. So you telling me?
Wait a minute, hold on, man.
Caleb took a knee. Or did he get
never hurt him in the second half, Keon?
So when did Caleb Plant?
Did he hurt him? Yes or no?
When did he get wobbled?
Did he hurt him? Yes or no?
No, he didn't.
Okay. Thank you for saying that. Now let's get to the money. You said, "Oh, money." You said he never made. I said it sounds about right. The 780-some thousand. Now, if you add 200,000 to that, that's $1 million. But if I ask you, how much you think he made? You ain't gonna say he made over the motherfucking 2 to 3 million. Now, if he did make
It
7
don't
figures,
matter.
wait a minute.
He don't remain.
Wait a minute.
No,
the man
ain't no
probably
wait a
made,
minute.
all right, let me
Ain't
finish.
no wait a
Let me
minute.
finish.
Ain't no
Let me
wait a
finish.
minute.
Now, the
You
man probably
remain
made
that
1
you
point
said
something.
the most.
The man
No,
probably made
you
1
said
point
the most
something,
Caleb
right?
Plant had
It
ever
still
made
ain't
was
gonna add up to a
700,000.
Canelo payday.
That's what you said.
It's still not gonna add up to
No,
a
it
Canelo
don't matter.
payday.
The bottom line is you
bro.
said that he
At the
never
end
made $1
of
million
the
in
day.
his career.
At
That's
the
what you
end
said.
of the day. At the
At
end
the
of
end of the
the day.
day, what you
When you
said
look
is
at the
what you said.
situation, he's still not gonna make
No.
the Canelo money. Fight none of them cats.
It don't matter. At the
When you
end of the
finish.
day, you
When
said
you
that he
finish.
only made 700,000 at his highest payday.
I said
That's
it
what you
sounds. I
said.
said it sounds about right.
No, you said
780,000, right?
he only made
780,000
700,000 highest
sounds
payday.
about right to
Don't
me.
try to change it
And I
around.
stuck. Wait a minute. Stop right there. I said
Ain't no wait a minute.
wait a minute.
Don't
When I
try
look
to
at the
change it
6
around.
figures, right? When I look at the 6 figures, I said 780,000 sounds about right with me, and I'm gonna stick with that. I feel like that's how much he made. Now that he came out, said he made 7 figures. Okay, 1 point something because he couldn't have made over that. But yeah, he probably made.
You don't know what he
that
made.
man
First,
made,
you
man.
said he only had made 700,000.
Stop it.
You
Against
don't
a
know what
fucking
that man did
against a
make.
fucking
Man,
Caleb
stop
Truex.
counting.
Against
Stop
a
counting
Caleb
the man
Truex.
pockets, man.
Against a Caleb Truex, it ain't going over 1 point.
You keep on talking about all the money, but PBC made an offer to Canelo that Canelo never got.
Straight up. Let's talk about that. Why Canelo didn't take the 40 million and everything else that they offered him?
We can move there, but right now,
no, we gonna move there now.
7 figures can be 1 point something, but he still ain't gonna make a Canelo payday. Now y'all want to talk about the 40 million?
Straight up.
Did
Man,
Canelo
ain't nobody selling their soul for no
Did it-
Canelo
did it get-
payday, dog.
You don't gotta sell your soul. I'm not asking him to because I just
You is
wait a
asking
minute.
him
I
to.
sat up here and told you that I don't agree with some of the shit Canelo had in there, so I ain't worried about that. This what I'm talking about. Y'all want to get to the 40 million? Did Canelo make 35 million guaranteed one time?
That ain't 40 million.
All right, so there's still a Canelo payday, bro. Period.
Hey, listen,
Right?
40 million.
40
you
million
get live
gonna be his
gate.
highest
You
guaranteed,
getting
right? Wait a minute, back. 40 million was gonna be his highest guaranteed, but the man still pulling in 35 guaranteed, right? So of course you'll get the 40 and whatever else he was asking for. And I said he should have went for it, but don't make it as if Canelo don't get big ass paydays after payday.
This is about
without a Canelo plant, he's still gonna get a big ass payday. Am I
This
right?
about to be his biggest payday.
Wait a minute,
Listen,
let me ask you this, and I'm gonna let you go. Even without Canelo plant, Canelo gonna get a big ass payday? Yes or no?
Yeah, he's gonna get a big payday,
All
but
right,
this
then. Go ahead,
this
man.
is about to be his biggest payday of his whole career. He was about to get 40 million guaranteed. He was about to get the top end of the what's the joint of the pay-per-view. He was about to get the top end of the Mexican gate, the Mexican live TV. They was about to put him his Hennessy on the ring. Come on, man. That man was about to get hella five money. He's about to get that Floyd. Listen, he never got a Floyd Mayweather bag.
He got a Floyd Mayweather bag with Floyd Mayweather.
No, I'm talking about without Floyd Mayweather. He never got a Floyd Mayweather bag.
Of course, nigga.
He was about to get a Floyd Mayweather bag.
No, Floyd is a different animal.
He was about to get a Floyd Mayweather bag.
35 to 40, right?
He was about to probably make 150.
The man got 35 guaranteed one time, right?
Oh, he was about to make one fucking guarantee. But fuck the guarantee. If he bung in 70 million down Texas, right? With Billy Joe Saunders, right?
You said did he bring in 71 after Texas?
No, I'm talking about how many people he brought down Texas.
73.
73,000, right? 73,000, right?
Yep, put 73,000 in the seats.
Oh man, that man was about to get 150, $200,000, $2 million bag, man.
Man, y'all know if that pay-per-view go sell no damn $2 million bag.
Man, he's the last person. He was the last person, and they built up interest with this fight that did a million pay-per-view buys with him and Golovkin. So he probably with his fan base, he probably did $1 million.
Now, this is my thing, bro. When we look at Canelo, all that shit that he's gonna get, what he's gonna get right there, yes, that thing is a pay-per-view. I got a video saying if Canelo go with Al, he gonna make the most money that he probably ever made in his career, right?
but it's going to be tougher.
When you look at the situation, still going over there with Al, you don't try to force a man to sign a 3-fight deal. Just like the Zone tried to force Wilder to sign a 3-fight deal.
Use a lie. Use a lie. You lying again.
Man,
this is where I gotta come in now. You're lying. Because they took the 3-fight deal off the table.
Wait a minute, bro. Let me
took the 3-fight deal off the table.
Damn.
Don't come in here telling no lies.
Stop talking to me, man. Shut the fuck up. Let me finish.
They took the 3-fight deal off the table. Honey. Now
when Canelo first came through the door, man, god damn, can I finish what I'm saying?
Go ahead and finish what you're gonna say.
Now, when he first came through the door, you don't try to lock a man in a 3-fight deal. Why you trying to jump your happy joy ass in real fast?
What you talking about? They got past that. What you talking about that for?
Man, I'm talking about when
they
you first
got past that. That's past tense.
I'm making my point. Don't tell me how to make my point.
All right, go ahead.
Now,
go ahead, pimp.
All right, when he shut his big red head wearing ass up. Now, when he come through the door, you don't try to lock him in a 3-fight deal, right? Now, I get what Al was trying to do, but you got to sit the man down. This nigga's a superstar. You don't just try to throw it on the table, sign it or nothing. Just like the Zone tried to do Wilder. Or if you want AJ, sign this 3-fight deal. You go fight on our platform. Otherwise, get the fuck on. That's just like Al tried to do Wilder. And I said, Wilder, don't sign that shit. Just like I'm telling Canelo, don't sign that shit. Got to keep the same energy. But
no.
With the situation, hold on, let me finish, man. Now, with the situation, right? Of course, you know, they're going to have David Benavidez in there. Probably Jamal. Who knows who they're going to put in there? Jamal Charlo, David Benavidez, or whoever they want to put in that bitch. But when you got Canelo just got out of a situation with Golden Boy, the man probably wanted to go to 175 after that. You never know what his chess move was on his chessboard after becoming undisputed. You don't know. So you can't try to lock somebody in something if a man already got their eyes set up the way they want their shit to move. I want to knock Caden Plant off, then I want to go to 75. I'll probably like, fuck no. You gonna knock Caden Plant off, then you probably got to fight Benavidez, or we probably want you to fight Charlo. And that probably he probably don't want to do that shit.
All right,
for whatever reason, that's his reasons. So you can't try to lock a man into something, bro.
But it wasn't like what they was trying to do over the Zone. That's 100. They was trying to give him 100,000, 100 million flat.
Okay.
Canelo don't get 100 million.
Still trying to give him a 3-fight deal, though. They still trying to give him a 3-fight deal, bro.
Y'all been talking the whole time. Let me say something.
Go ahead, Keith.
Now, Money Brown is trying to bring up the fact that, it was because he didn't want to get locked into no 3-fight contract.
Man, I said in the beginning, bro. I ain't trying to say you want to get locked in.
But that's where you left off at.
In the beginning. No, it's not where I left off at.
Hold on.
No, he's talking about when Canelo first came.
You want to be what you wanted to be, and it's not that. So go ahead.
Let me talk. Hold on. Right?
What you say? Don't put words in your mouth. Don't put words in my mouth.
What you bringing up, Money, that shit don't have nothing to do with why the negotiations fell out. So that point that you brought up, it didn't have nothing to do with shit. Because Caleb Plant, he told you that he would show anybody that say he was lying, he would show receipts.
But what's the reason why the negotiations fell out?
They took the 3-fight deal off of the table. Hold on.
But what's the reason it fell out?
Hold on. They took the 3-fight deal off the table. So what you're talking about is some bullshit. It didn't have nothing to do with nothing. That was how the negotiations began. It started, right? Canelo said, look, I'm not going over here for no 3-fight deal. And I felt Canelo because at the point in time, I said, well, why would you put yourself in another contract when you're a free agent? Well, that was a lie. He's not a free agent. So it wasn't no possible way he was going to be able to sign a 3-fight deal because he's promoted by Eddie Hearn. He signed to Eddie Hearn, right? So anyway.
So what did you see that he was signed to Eddie Hearn?
Hold on.
You said he's not a free agent.
Hold on. Let me finish talking.
But where's the free agent?
If you had your ass in here earlier, you would have known what I read that told you that Eddie Hearn is his promoter. Now let me talk.
Eddie Hearn just came out and said. Let me talk. Eddie Hearn just said they're going to sit back at the table. They're going to sit back at the table for Caleb Plant.
So check this out, right? The 3-fight deal don't have nothing to do with nothing because they took that off the table. They said, okay, you don't want no 3-fight deal. Okay, this is what we're going to give you, right? We're going to give you Mexican sponsorship. We're going to give you 40 mil, the highest payday you ever made in your life. We're going to give you your Mexican TV
The
rights.
highest guaranteed you ever made.
Right? We're gonna give you your Mexican TV rights. We're gonna give you motherfucking the moon and the stars. We're gonna give you everything you want and more, right? Now you come and you ask for some bullshit talking about, oh, well, if I get hurt or sick, Caleb Plant can't take another fight. He got to wait on me to come back. But if he gets hurt or sick, I get to take another fight and y'all still got to pay me the same amount of money that I was going to make for fighting Caleb Plant. But you ain't said nothing about that shit money. You've been sitting your ass up here capping for Canelo all fucking day long. You've been capping for him all month long and ain't said nothing about that shit.
I've been told you 20 years I don't agree with that.
You keep talking about
where
he
is
didn't want to take the fight because it was a 3-fight deal.
What's this though?
He didn't want to take it because it was a 3-fight deal. Why are you bringing that up when that shit is not even on the table no more?
First
Why
of all, your selective Hearn ass. Your selective Hearn ass.
Why were you bringing that up when it was
in the beginning? I was proving a point with your selective Hearn ass. Don't be a selective Hearn. Don't be a selective
Why were you bringing that up, trying to take up for Canelo when that had been off the table? In your eyes, he can't do no wrong. That's Tank Davis's little brother to you. Because neither one of them niggas can do no wrong.
That's Tank Davis's little bro.
Why did you bring that up when that shit was all the way off the table a long time ago?
That's Tank Davis's little bro.
They related.
Oh, that's why money fuck with Canelo like that.
Come on, bro. But like I said, the fight falling out had nothing to do with the 3-fight contract. What Money Brown is trying to carry that narrative on, because that shit was off the table in the beginning. So I don't even know why you brought that up. That was the beginning of the negotiation.
First of all, I said in the beginning, wait a minute.
Why did you bring that up?
What are you talking about? Because I was proving the point to bet. What you mean? Well, you jumped your ass into something.
You
jumped your ass into something
about the fight.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me jump in there. You're lying.
He didn't want to sign the contract because they were trying to make him lock him into a contract. That's what you said.
You just said
you need to run the video back. You just said maybe the fight didn't fall through because he didn't want to sign no 3-fight contract.
You just said right that he signed to Eddie Hearn and that he's under contract. So if he signed to Eddie Hearn, why the fuck is Eddie Hearn not putting him in a ring with Bivol? Why is Canelo sitting back at the table with Caleb Plant? And why isn't Eddie Hearn negotiate? Wait a minute. Why isn't Eddie Hearn negotiate for him against Al Heyman?
What you talking about?
Why isn't Eddie Hearn negotiating then if he signed to him?
Okay, I'll read it to you again since you hard of hearing. Hold on.
We got Eddie Hearn right here out of his own mouth saying that he is.
Hold on. Let me read this, y'all. Since Money Brown, he wasn't in the building earlier.
Okay, and I'm gonna play this too when you finish.
So, this is what I said earlier, proving that Canelo Alvarez is promoted by Eddie Hearn, and he is not a free agent, right? This is Eddie Hearn's statement. He says, well, this is Eddie Hearn's statement, and this is his rebuttal to what Caleb Plant had said why the fight fell out, right? And mind you, Eddie Hearn never once.
Man, read, bro.
Don't tell me what the fuck to do. I'll read when I get ready to read.
Eddie Hearn never once.
Now, Eddie Hearn.
Read the shit and come on.
Be quiet. Now, Eddie Hearn, right? This is what Eddie Hearn said after Caleb Plant said what he had said about the fight not going through, right? And Eddie Hearn didn't deny none of what Caleb Plant said. He says, well, the easy answer to this is that all the terms requested weren't agreeable or on various sides. Hearn told Sports Illustrated. We made an offer to PBC to do the fight on DAZN. PBC made an offer to Canelo Alvarez to do the fight on Fox. I discussed the offer with manager/trainer Eddie Reynoso and Canelo. I discussed it, right? That means that he was doing the negotiations, right? He discussed.
No, it doesn't mean that.
But hold on, I'm talking.
This nigga,
damn, let me finish.
This nigga putting his own meaning on shit.
Damn, I'm not putting nothing in. I'm telling you what it said, right?
You try, but it ain't gonna work.
Tell
that nigga Key.
He tried, but it ain't gonna work. But go ahead.
It says, okay, once again, I discussed the offer with manager / trainer Eddie Reynoso and Canelo. We agreed to move forward with the offer. Okay? It says, at that point, as my conversation with Saul went, I'm his promoter. I'm on his team, but effectively, I'm not promoting the show because it's a PBC show. So that means that if he had went over to fight on PBC, Eddie Hearn would have been promoting it, of course, because it would have been a PBC pay-per-view, right? And then he goes on to say, which I have no problem with because legacy is more important at this point. Now, you think he wouldn't go have no problem with Canelo going over to PBC and taking that fight on PBC pay-per-view when he is his promoter, which he said out of his own mouth, I'm his promoter, I'm on his team, but you sitting here trying to act like he's not?
Okay, so now you finished, man, because I read the same shit, and your interpretation of that shit is
okay. Hold on. If my interpretation is wrong,
now let me play with Eddie Hearn.
Everybody
let me play with Eddie Hearn just
before
said.
this nigga get to start line.
Let me play with Eddie Hearn just said, bro.
Nudge, but Eddie Hearn. Of course, we know there was some negotiations with Caleb Plant that fell through. We started to look at Dimitri Bivol, and
this nigga doing all type of captain for Canelo. Hold on, see if y'all can read this.
Sort of turned around last night and said, look, let's wait. We're only going to box once this year.
Yeah.
It's 6 weeks on Saturday. It's difficult with the promotion. It's difficult with the sparring. Let's just delay that till late October, early November. They do want to fight Caleb Plant. I mean, that is what they want at the end of the day. Yeah. Dimitri Bivol is there. He accepted the fight. He's ready to fight. But the ultimate goal for Canelo is to be undisputed at 168 pounds. So they'll reignite that, see what Mr. Heyman says when they go back for seconds.
Never easy.
No, never easy. And I saw Caleb Plant with some words on social media.
I'm going to send it to you, Batman, so you can read it.
But, we'll plan now for, like I said, probably early November. And he'll be back in the ring. But he's always ready.
So now, you telling me, right, if this man is the promoter, you telling me Eddie Reynoso go just be sitting at the table by his motherfucking self? Right?
Hold on, Batman.
That's what he said at first.
Wait a minute. When I see her, bro, you think, but that shows you, bro, that he gonna work with Eddie Hearn for the fucking Dimitri Bivol fight.
No, he was just saying.
Goddamn, it shows you that he gonna work with Eddie Hearn.
He was saying he about to sit down with
Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn is promoter.
Look. When you go sit down with Al Heyman, and if y'all telling me Eddie Hearn, if the promoter, he's not fit to be over there, he is not fit to be over there in that motherfucking negotiation.
Which way he can.
I ain't worrying about what your ass talking about. When that man, Eddie Hearn ain't fit to have no say in what goes on with Canelo. If he promoting him, like he said, right, he can't go sign a 3-fight deal. He's on Eddie Hearn. He's the promoter. You gotta be out your goddamn mind, bro.
No, Batman, I just sent it to you, Batman.
All right, but I just heard
article is out everywhere. Everybody
I got it.
That shit, dude.
I just heard Eddie Hearn say.
Want to read that shit?
But I just heard Eddie Hearn say he was about to go back and revisit with Mr. Heyman, right?
Canelo and Reynoso is going back to sit at the table.
No, that ain't what he said.
Batman.
Man said, go back. That's what he said, though.
He didn't say Eddie Reynoso. He said, I'm about to go sit back.
God. Okay, just watch this. Let me get back to it. It says, Money just run this damn mouth. Let me let you hear it.
I know what I heard. I mean, I was listening.
All right, let me get that.
Man, ain't nobody playing that shit again. For real. Ain't nobody trying to play that dumb shit again because
now you don't want to let me play it now.
I just want to hear one part of it.
Now you don't want to let me play
one part of it. Okay.
Batman, I sent you that statement since Money said I was making up words. That
motherfucking statement been out for how long now, dude? This
Batman, read the statement.
Negro, this is your first show since.
I'm about to read it.
Motherfucking statement been out.
Hey, read the statement. So since he told everybody I was lying about it,
this nigga is back.
He said I was adding in shit. Read the statement, Batman.
The statement been out. The statement been out.
Read the statement, Batman.
This nigga come back and see the statement. Nigga, that statement been out. Who was that kid that was in here?
D-Lo. Go ahead, Batman. You can read the statement. I sent it to you. Since I was adding in shit, he said I was making up shit in it.
You put your own interpretations on that man's words.
I ain't put no interpretations on shit. I read what it said verbatim.
Get the fuck out of here.
I thought Batman was gonna read the statement.
Batman, man, they read that shit on the one time. Nobody want to hear that shit no more.
Oh, what's happening with it?
What's good, man?
What's happening with you?
Hey, everything you saying about Eddie Hearn, man, he said half of this stuff weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? He was even live with I forget them boys. Now I don't really like to call other people's name on the show, but anyway, them guys that be doing the show for the Zone, he told them that he was working with Canelo on the negotiation. He was just in the background because PBC don't want him involved. You know what I'm saying? So that ain't nothing that just coming out. He been said that he was involved. And that tell me Canelo ain't the free agent that he said he is. I think he's a restricted free agent.
Yeah, man. It sound like Eddie Hearn the promoter.
Motherfucker, he's the promoter. I mean, but you know, you let Money tell him Money. But Money will see Canelo Alvarez do a murder. That shit'll be on film, and he'll say it wasn't Canelo, it was somebody that looked like him.
No, it was the red hair.
He'll still come and argue for this motherfucker. And I fuck with Canelo, but I mean, come on now, man. We got to keep it 100. I'm a Canelo fan, but we got to keep it 100.
Man, it sound like Eddie Hearn the promoter, man. That's what
Eddie Hearn is the promoter. That's all I'm saying. And we're gonna have a problem making any of these.
You ready,
fights.
Yeah, go ahead.
We're gonna have a problem making any of these fights because Eddie Hearn is the promoter. And Eddie Hearn is not trying to let Canelo Alvarez go to no other network and make no big ass pay-per-view without him being involved.
He accepted the fight. He's ready to fight.
You can keep on pulling up fucking videos in the background of Eddie Hearn. All of a sudden, hey, but you know what? All of a sudden, Money Brown believe everything that Eddie Hearn says. All of a sudden,
ain't gonna let you hear it.
Ain't that a motherfucking trip?
Ain't gonna let you hear it, man.
Ain't that a trip? Money Brown, all of a sudden, he believes everything
that
Eddie Hearn said.
Ain't gonna let you hear it, man.
But I know what I heard though. Money, he said, "I'm about to go."
He didn't say, I got it right here. If the man could be quiet for just 2 minutes, you feel me? The man said they finna go sit back down and see what Eddie Hearn said.
So he said he about to go sit back down and see what Al Heyman talking about.
Here we go, Ben. Here we go.
They do want to fight Caleb Plant. I mean, that is what they want at the end of the day. Yeah. Dimitri Bivol is there. He accepted the fight. He's ready to fight. But the ultimate goal for Canelo is to be undisputed at 168 pounds. So they'll reignite that, you know, see what Mr. Heyman says when they go back for seconds. Never easy. No, never easy.
They'll reignite that and see what Mr. Heyman says when they go back for seconds. Look at Dodgers got a 5-year, 27 years. Bro,
but
that don't unsay everything he already said about being the promoter.
Hey,
that's not saying he's not the promoter.
I'm talking to Bet. Bet just said he said.
I was wrong.
Oh man, god damn, bro. You see, these niggas just want to talk.
Now my man
D-Lo just said. Wait a minute. Now my man D-Lo just said, PBT don't want Eddie Hearn at the table. You just said he told them some shit. So pull it up where he said, "Oh, PBC them don't want me at the table." D-Lo, show us that shit.
I'm driving, man. I'm on the live stream.
I'm driving shit.
I mean, that's what the fuck I'm doing, shit. I mean, whether you want to hear it or not, that's what I'm doing.
You said I saw the shit. I saw the interview. That man never said Al Heyman don't want me at the table.
He didn't say Al Heyman. He said he was working. He was in the background.
They talk.
The man said he's the promoter. Even if I didn't say what I said, the motherfucker said that I was on the move. He the promoter.
So if Canelo want to sign that 3-fight deal, if he want to sign that 3-fight deal, Eddie Hearn couldn't have stopped him from doing it. I'm
hey, Glasses Malone, go suck your mama dick. And I hope it is the real Glasses Malone, because your ass was cooning over there. You the biggest coon for real. I hope that is the real Glasses Malone, because you the biggest fucking coon, and your music is trash.
What music?
I know the fuck Glasses Malone is, Keith.
You say you don't even know who Glasses Malone is.
I swear on my daddy's soul, bro. I never heard of a Glasses Malone.
Hey, I'm not getting heard of him no more still.
Huh? Yeah, I ain't never heard of no Glasses Malone.
You still ain't heard of him.
He was a nigga with one bullshit ass song with Rick Ross and them, I guess.
At the end of the day, man.
Hey, key intro song hotter than that any song that dude ever made.
They couldn't stop. If Canelo wanted to sign that 3-fight deal, Eddie Hearn couldn't stop him.
No, he probably couldn't.
We didn't know that.
Time.
Eddie Hearn couldn't stop him, bro.
Not at that time.
That was Canelo's choice.
But Canelo saying Eddie Hearn the one saying he's Canelo promoter.
That was Canelo's
saying
choice.
That shit. I mean, so Canelo got to see what the fuck Eddie talking about. Why is he talking about he the promoter?
Bro, Canelo is free to do whatever Canelo want to do, bro. And he's telling y'all that shit. That's why he's bouncing back and forth, bro.
Tell your man to take that bullshit.
I'm gonna tell y'all like this.
But the thing is this, though. Now they back at the table with Caleb Plant.
But listen,
right?
my man already agreed to all his fucking his ransom demands. Just take that last little bit of bullshit out and we'll get a fight.
I'm gonna tell y'all like this. Money Brown don't believe that shit he's saying himself. He
don't
believe that shit he's saying himself.
Everybody
knows that Canelo is no free fucking agent. I don't even know why you on here trying to argue, trying to say that Canelo can move it.
Well, if he ain't no free agent, why he ain't fighting Bivol, Key?
Huh?
If he ain't no free agent, why the fuck he ain't fight Demetrius Bivol?
Cause Demetrius, cause they trying to fucking, cause he getting backlash about this bitch ass.
He ain't getting no backlash. Bivol
he is getting backlash.
Yeah. They threw that hook out there. They threw that out there to see what the response was gonna be, and the response was trash.
Man, you think Canelo give a fuck about backlash like that man ain't big game?
The zone care. They care about them subscribers.
Y'all crazy if y'all think that shit gonna stop a Canelo and Demetrius Bivol fight, bro. If they agree to fight,
y'all be crazy. Everybody want to see that shit at the one.
No, I'm telling you, that's gonna stop. You talking about the backlash? If you think that shit is gonna stop the fight, you crazy, bro.
Why when Canelo? Hold on. Why when Canelo came out with that catch weight at the last minute? Why you ain't against that?
Because whatever Canelo do, he with it.
I want to know how come you ain't against that.
Or
money like the WBC, man.
You think that's right? You want to talk in the background, huh?
Nigga, my little sister came in, nigga. She
talking in the background now.
Now, you just said why was I against the catch weight, right?
I said why wasn't you against the catch weight at the last minute?
Now, I said I wanted Canelo to fight him at 175, but I'm not pissed off they was the fight at 172. Bivol already came. I've been saying this shit. Bivol already said he come to 168, right? Bet, right? So if Canelo say let's fight at 172 and Bivol agrees, then he agreed to the shit. You niggas
like the WBC.
Wait a minute. Stop making it like Canelo the first nigga to fight at catchweight. But not all you niggas just up. Oh shit, he want to fight at 172.
But he want to fight at 175 already.
Out of that. It's still a fucking fight. And Bivol say, wait a minute, back. And Bivol said out his own mouth, I'm not the biggest 175 pounds.
2 years ago.
I can make 168. So you think Bivol ain't gonna go for the 172?
He was like, when he said that.
Chad Dawson said the same thing against Andre Ward. We saw how that went.
Man, listen.
Yeah, Chad Dawson
he fought at 168 too, and Andre Ward got all the credit too, didn't he? Now, didn't he?
Yeah, no.
Right then.
Andre Ward still ain't got credit for being Kovalev.
Wait a minute, bro. Who did give credit for Kovalev?
Man, Andre Ward still ain't got his credit. They still talking about
who did give credit for Kovalev?
Hey, you said credit.
He ain't got credit for me from the first Kovalev fight because I thought he lost.
I ain't trying to
other than that.
At the end of the day, bro, if Demetrius Bivol signed a contract for 172, that means Demetrius Bivol believe in himself at 172. The man feel like he can whoop Canelo ass, but y'all know the man better than he know himself. Oh, he taking the fight at 172. Oh, why is he doing this? Oh, why is he doing that? Okay,
no, why is Canelo? No,
let's make it happen.
Saying why, not him. Why is Canelo not going back up to 175 like he did against an old ass Kovalev?
Right, he already won a title at 175. That shit don't make no sense.
Maybe the man probably wants to say, okay, I feel like I ain't the biggest 175 pounder, but nonetheless, right? Nonetheless, they still fighting.
Hey,
wait a minute, Floyd fought De La Hoya at 54, then he fought Canelo at 52.
Cause Floyd didn't ask to fight at 52.
Come on, that's what I want to hear.
Canelo threw that out there to try to bait Floyd in. Like
Canelo,
Money Brown needs to be a defensive attorney.
And Canelo didn't tell Bivol to fight at 168. Right?
It's different.
No, it's not different. He didn't tell him to fight at 168.
No, that was 2 years ago.
It doesn't matter, It doesn't matter, Bat. Now
that was 2 years ago when you ain't take the fight.
You got that excuse for Floyd winning.
The man said he'll fight him at 168. He met him in the middle at 172.
But why you
So-
keep
so
bringing
what's the
that?
difference?
Hold up. Why you keep bringing the Floyd shit up?
Because
like Floyd,
y'all trying to make it as
listen,
if this shit
like
never happened
Floyd
before.
got that boy to come down to
Y'all trying to
152.
make it as if this shit never happened before.
Did
Oh,
Floyd-
man. He
Did
fighting
Floyd
at
ask that boy to
172.
come to 152?
Did Canelo ask him to come to 168?
No. Yes.
No.
I mean,
right.
he asked him
He came to
now.
168.
He asking him now.
He told him
That
to
was
come
2
to
years
172.
ago, and Canelo ain't take the
He
fight.
said 172.
That was 2 years ago. That was 2 years ago, and Canelo ain't take the fight then.
172.
Hey, what the fuck is you talking
Hey,
about?
so check
Like
this
you
out.
keep saying, like you keep saying that.
Let me
that
say this
what's
bet. Let me say this
called,
bet. Let me say this bet.
What's it, Boo Boo and them duck? I mean,
let me
he
say this
ducked
bet.
Boo Boo and them. You keep on talking about that's
Hold
in the
on.
past.
I said
That
it
shit was
before.
2 years ago.
But let me say this, 817. Bring your ass to my platform tonight. Let's see if you want to cook me. Come and cook me, you clown. I'm giving you an invitation. Now, bet. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Canelo said it. Floyd called his bluff.
No,
Floyd
because
called his bluff.
y'all keep on
Neville
bringing
said
this
it.
Floyd shit
Canelo
up.
called his bluff.
Floyd ain't asked that man
check
to
this
go
out.
to 152. It's a difference.
And
Canelo is asking.
Canelo did not
Canelo is
come to
asking a
168, bro.
champion. Listen,
Canelo did not.
All right, hold on. Check this out. Because obviously we ain't gonna get nowhere with money, because anything that Canelo do is just like Tank Davis. He ain't gonna admit when he wrong. I mean, Canelo has a history of doing bullshit. I'm a Canelo fan. See,
So
everybody might think
I don't agree with the shit in the contract.
Hold on. Everybody might think. See, a lot of y'all don't know. I'm a big Canelo fan. I think Canelo is a hell of a fighter, but he do a lot of bullshit.
Did I not say I don't agree with what's in the contract on plenty of occasions, Key?
But why ain't you cooking him for trying to make this man fight at a catchweight at the last minute?
I got on his ass.
Why ain't you cooking him for putting this bullshit stipulations in the contract?
Y'all trying to make 172 as that shit is just terrible, bro.
It don't matter. He's on that 175 already.
People fought at catchweight.
It's easier to go up in weight because you walk around hard already than fucking swing somebody down in weight.
Hey, he back on the plant now anyway. Ain't he supposed to be fighting plant?
People
so
fight at catchweights all the time, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. You ain't calling none of the bullshit. You need to be
no nigga. People fight at catchweights all the time. Y'all act like
you need to
man. Look, man. Why
people fight at catchweights all the
Canelo
time?
Alvarez, because they can't do no fucking wrong.
People fight at catchweights when they never fought at the weight class.
So did Bibble agree? Yes or no? Is he saying let's get it done? Did Bibble come out and say, wait a minute? If a man said that come down to 168 and a man tell you to come to 172, I ain't gonna force you to come to 168. Y'all not gonna get a man no credit for it. And y'all say, why can't he go to 75?
Because the man was
getting ready to fight at 68. He wanted to fight at 68. So in that little bit of time, Canelo probably feel like I ain't got the right sparring partners. Or when I fought at 75, right, I felt like I'm not the biggest 175 pounder, and the man is not the biggest 175 pounder. Just like Bibble say, wait a minute. Just like Bibble.
When I gotta run. Peace.
All right, D-Lo.
Now when I'm making my points, right? So the man say he ain't the biggest 175, and we know Canelo ain't the biggest 175, right? But if they fight at 172, y'all act like that shit is killing Bibble when that man said he can make the weight. Bullshit, bro. Get out of here. Y'all just want to criticize. That's it.
Most people fight at the catchweight.
I just want to criticize him when I've been
Can I say this?
Catchweight.
Most people that fight at catchweights never been to the weight class.
Adrian Broner fought at catchweights. Every motherfucker fights at catchweights, but since it's Canelo,
because he couldn't make 140.
This is Canelo, it's a problem. But every motherfuckers fight at catchweight.
Okay, hold on.
Because he couldn't make 140
with the bullshit.
Hold on. So you give a man 6 weeks notice, and then you tell him
keep on bringing up everybody else talking about
Canelo. That's okay with you.
The bullshit.
But that's okay with you though, money. You give a man 6 weeks notice, and then you tell him he got to come down in weight also.
The man said he wanted to fight at 168.
The man, nothing.
The man said he wanted to fight at 168.
So Canelo don't have a history of doing shit like this.
The man said he wanted to fight at 168.
Are you telling me that Canelo don't have a history of doing shit like this?
168 to 172.
Does Canelo have a history of doing these things?
It's a difference, bro. So people fight at catchweights all the time.
Does Canelo have a history of doing these things?
All the time. Am I right or am I wrong?
You've been wrong the whole show.
All the time. Don't people fight at catchweights all the time? Yes or no?
We ain't talking about people.
Yes,
we're talking about Canelo.
We talking about the boxing game.
We're talking about Canelo Alvarez.
We're not
talking about what people do all the time.
We're talking about the boxing game. Do fighters? Right?
You don't give a man short notice and then tell him he got to sit down and wait too.
The same fighters we praise are the same fighters that fight at catchweight too, right? The same fighters we praise is the same fucking fighters that fight at catchweight as well.
And then tell him fighters we praise down and wait and fight you at catchweight also. You don't do that.
That fight at catchweights, bro.
Man, Floyd already said his stupid ass. If his stupid ass would have said 154, he'd have fought him at 154. His stupid ass came with that 150.
You can say that all the 152. Floyd fought him at 152, right?
All right, but Floyd ain't asking for it. Your man asking for it.
And Canelo didn't ask for it.
Floyd Mayweather never asked nobody for a catchweight.
That man came out of his own mouth said 168. Canelo said 152.
If y'all want to keep going in there, Floyd Mayweather never asked the fighter for a catchweight.
3 pounds. From 8 pounds to 3 pounds.
Floyd Mayweather never asked the fighter for a catchweight his whole career.
So bet which one is worse, losing 8 pounds or losing 3 pounds?
No, I'm asking you
something, Ben. Which one is worse, bro?
You keep on answering my question. You keep on throwing Floyd Mayweather name around.
What's wrong?
You keep on throwing Floyd Mayweather name around, trying to belittle his name about that 152 shit. What's worse? Floyd Mayweather never asked the fighter for a catchweight.
We're going to have to get ready to wrap this up. Money Brown, he going to be on his show tonight. You know what I'm saying? We're going to call Money Brown the motherfucking shit. I mean, that's Canelo Alvarez.
You'll call Money Brown's the fact teller and the same energy keeper.
That's fact teller. You don't say facts sometimes. When it comes to your favorite fighters, you don't tell facts.
You call Money the facts teller and the same energy keeper.
You don't say facts about your fighter.
Canelo Alvarez and Tank Davis.
The facts teller and the same energy keeper, bro.
Hey, because I was trying to tell you about that Mike Tyson shit. Mike Tyson a sucker too. That's why I never liked this bitch.
Get up off of Mike, dog.
I ain't like that nigga because my mother liked him. I ain't never liked Mike Tyson.
But like I said, I'm a Canelo fan, but at the end of the day, when you start doing fuck shit, I'm gonna call it out. It don't matter to me if it's Canelo, Jamal Charlo, Jamel Charlo, motherfucker. It don't matter to me who it is. And when you got a history of doing fuck shit like Canelo been doing for a long time, it doesn't matter how good of a fighter he is. Fight motherfuckers on the even playing field. Stop putting these bullshit demands in the contract. And you know what I'm saying? Go on and be great. Because you got great skills. Stop all the other bullshit. That shit ain't necessary. But with that being said, you know, I appreciate everybody tuning in. Batman, let me get your last words, man.
Man, Canelo need to hurry up and make this Caleb Plant fight, man, for we can see a great fight. It was supposed to be in September. Now they talking about November, but fuck Mike Tyson because Money Brown on here. Mike Tyson been against the brothers, man. He ain't with the brothers. He with some of the brothers. Every time Wilder come up, he talk this bullshit like he ain't fight bullshit fighters.
Mike Tyson's a coon and a sucker, man. If you go watch that T.O. podcast, when he had T.O. on there, that'll let you know everything you need to know about Mike Tyson. Money, did you ever watch that?
No, not with T.O., no.
I'm going to send it to you, remind you to watch it. Mike Tyson, the biggest coon that's walking this earth.
Yeah, send it to me too, Keith.
I'll send it to you. Money, go ahead, Money. Let me get your last words.
Appreciate everybody for coming through, showing love. I would have been on early, but I was having Wi-Fi problems trying to download the damn video. They're trying to get me an hour to download the shit. But it's all love, man. When I'm up here cooking with my brothers, you feel me? I don't really pay attention to suckers in the chat. But that one sucker, he's invited. And we'll see if he pop up. But y'all continue to support my brother Key. Make sure y'all hit that like button, smash the like button, right? Go back, like all the videos, watch all the commercials, show love. Always support my brother Bet, who gonna come with that real, the trill, ain't gonna hold it back on nobody. You don't give a damn who it is. And y'all come to Money Brown TV tonight. We will start back on this topic. It's all love though, man. Appreciate y'all. And make sure y'all go follow my brother Knockout Boxer 86 TV as well. And World Combat Sports TV, Scotty White. Show them brothers some love, man.
Yes,
but it's
sir.
all here.
Yes, sir.
And follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram at Monty_the writer. We do good work over there. I got to get back over there, but we do show every fight every Saturday, no matter how big, no matter how small. We be over there working, man. Appreciate y'all. Y'all know how your boy get down. Big dog status, man.
Yes, sir. And y'all already know how we do with me, Money, Batman, get on. We gonna cuss each other. We gonna do all of that shit. But we leave it when we get off this camera, that's when we leave it at shit. We do it off of camera. You know what I'm saying? That's how we get down when we get to debate boxing. But y'all already know how we get down. If you don't know, you know now. But yeah, Money Brown TV gonna be on tonight. We probably, you know, if I get a chance, I'm gonna get on the panel with him. You know, my baby, he might not let me get on the panel, but if I do get a chance, we gonna continue this tonight and whatever else Money gonna talk about on his show tonight. So make sure that y'all tune in to Money Brown TV. Before y'all leave up out of here, make sure that y'all hit that like button if you haven't hit the like button yet. And I appreciate everybody that came through in the comment section, even the haters. You know what I'm saying? Hit my like button and we'll be back tomorrow. Y'all already know how I do. There you go, talking that boxing again. Yes, sir. And go subscribe to all my brothers. We out.